If nothing else, I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon for what happened.
I will never forgive your mother for giving birth to you.
96% of adults go to work hungover the day after a holiday party. New Year's has the worst statistics, with almost 58% of highway deaths being alcohol related. 40% of highway deaths during the holidays are alcohol related. This holiday, stay home, stay at a friend's or a family's house. Be safe this holiday season. Don't drink and drive. Look at her. Look at this lady. She looks like she could have been hot before all of that.
I think she probably was, but now she looks like
a monster.
I was gonna say, you know how cartoon characters, depending on which one, are drawn with exaggerated features?
Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like.
This is like one of them were more. It's like the Pinocchio thing, becoming a real. Pinocchio wanted to become a real boy. Well, I think this cartoon wanted to become human, and that's what happened.
Yeah, she was like, I want to be a real model. Matrix came out at this time. And,
right, but if that is a dude, I want to see his boobs. They're nice. No lie. Beautiful work.
That dude has some hot.
It's just a feeling.
Fishing gear.
Oh yeah, you need that.
Paracord.
I'm telling you, in like an apocalypse situation,
you
just
need
fucking
fishing
fish,
gear,
bro. You can't run out of fish ever.
Nah, man. Jesus fed 1,000 people with one.
Yeah, that's because they were everywhere. There was a plethora. He didn't do nothing special.
No, one fish.
No. Yeah, I understand.
It was just one. But does that mean like one type?
Yes.
One type of fish. Like he caught a lot of bass.
Saying. Yeah, like, he was like, it was 100 bass. But it was
fuck did I just walk into?
Hey, Jesus had some fish and shit, and we fed everybody. But no, he had a bunch of fish and everything. What kind of fish was it?
Do you believe in Jesus?
Yes, I believe in Jesus.
It's the little.
Well, what do you think then? You're the only one that matters in this room, right?
Now, this is a dude.
No.
Yes. Elliot Page is a biological female.
I thought she was Joseph Levitt, and then she was Elliot Page. I'm confused about this.
I think you're confused about this. Elliot Page
like,
is
she's not that dude. Like, look at my screen right here. She's not that dude right there?
No.
She looks like him. Now I'm totally not turned on anymore.
Now I need the show to see this. I need to look up Inception.
Wait, she was in, then what was she in? Because I totally was confused.
Inception.
Dude, I was so confused by her gender that I thought she was a completely different person. Like, when they talk about her in the media, I'm like, that's her.
For everyone watching.
No, she was Joseph Levitt, and then she became her.
No.
So wait, she's a chick then, for real, for her entire life?
Hold on. Yes.
So she's been a chick. Gender shit messes me up, man.
Elliot Page is
I thought
now
it was
a
Joseph
male.
Levitt. Yeah, that's Joseph.
Oh my
As
God.
a chick, dude, he would have made
made
a beautiful chick. Like,
dude, I can see it now.
that's but I'm saying, like, I always thought that. Anytime she was in the news, I was like, oh yeah, that's just Joseph Levitt. Like, I swear. Play the tapes. I feel like she didn't.
I was meaning to highlight that this week, but I was so depressed that I didn't do shit.
What are you depressed about, man?
The whole court thing.
Fuck you. This ain't
sucks.
therapy. Shut up.
This is my therapy, fuckface. Villain shit.
Yeah.
Austin Powers
Yeah.
with the cat and the
Yeah,
pinky.
like,
While he stands there and tells you
$1
his evil
billion.
plan.
and then the crowd
$1
runs in pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? And,
These
and
mosquitoes will bite the shit out of you for the next 20 minutes unless you give me $1
lock the
billion.
door. The doors lock up and shit. Like,
They sticking chairs under the door handles and shit.
They're like, it's too much for us to take. Give him what he wants.
hey, they in the hallway, in a quiet hallway, listening to people bang on the door like, help us. Like,
Chapter systems are offline. Number one. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
No Outlet Live with your favorite hosts on the North Coast, Jeremy Tomesek and Jarrod Stover. The road to boredom ends here.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
Welcome back. It's a whole nother episode of No Outlet Live, brought to you by your boys, Guardian Roadside Solutions and FlatHousePress.com. If you go and follow FlatHousePress.com, they had just switched over their whole platform, and now they're selling a whole different thing of merchandise. The whole platform changed. Go ahead and check them out. They have really cool stuff that is going on. You can find our show on YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Facebook, and everywhere else that you find the show. If you listen to iHeartRadio, and that's where you listen to your radio at your job and whatever, you can find our show, No Outlet Live. Just follow it, one word, on Google, No Outlet Live. I'm accompanied by your boy, Jarrod Stover.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Oh, I put up the wrong third for you.
Damn, you put me as somebody else?
I
How
did.
dare you? That's the only time anybody's ever watched us do this, and you ruined it, man.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit. So, in the past week, dude, I've had some things going on. On our last show, I went out right after the show, and they had their birthday going on.
Awesome.
And I went and hung out. I come back on Saturday. I had another friend to hang out with, and they bailed on me.
That happens all the time, man. Nobody's loyal anymore. They tell you something you never know until like right when it's time to make the plans, and people just bail on you, no matter who it is.
It happens,
now.
and I can't be upset about it. So I really wasn't.
You remember
So
back in the day when we didn't have phones and you like had to show up somewhere, or people would like put out missing persons reports for you?
dude.
It's a different world, man.
So I'm sitting and I'm waiting, and I did some things like I was doing laundry and stuff like that, and handling stuff around my living situation, but I just chilled out. So I wake up on Sunday, and I feel this tickle in my throat, and it's not good. So check this out. You remember 10 years ago?
All right.
A decade ago.
I don't know. That was the beginning of right before I got married.
No,
Would
it
be a
was
decade
way
ago.
before. Way before.
Well, then that would be a decade. I was married for almost 9 years.
Dude, this is way before that.
I don't know.
Me and you both have
So
like
what?
a issue with time frames.
I know we do. We always fight. I'm like, no, this definitely happened during this time. You're like, no,
Yeah.
it didn't.
Dude, check this out. You remember when I lived at Dame's, our friend Damien's?
Okay. Which
And
time?
Remember when I was with that one girl? I don't want to.
Which
I
time?
don't want to blow her up, but that one girl. There was a girl that I was with. She was
Yeah.
she was a swimsuit model, in the local radio
Oh, okay.
station.
I was like, I know you never been with a swimsuit model. That's not either. Don't get it twisted. That was just for a radio show.
She was a Corona.
She's all right though. She's all right though. Don't get it
She's
twisted.
all right. She's all right. And actually, like I still keep in contact, and she's doing really good with her life.
Oh, really?
She's actually doing really good with her life.
I won't divulge any information, but I know some dirt on that whole thing too.
Oh God.
Like,
yeah, I had a bad time in that relationship.
But if she told you it was good, it's definitely good. That's all we're gonna say.
No. I'm following the whole thing that they got going on, and I don't know. Maybe she is who she is, but I don't care about that. But at this time, while I'm dating this girl,
Yes.
I had a show booked because I used to be a hip hop performer.
Yeah.
And you remember back in like 2014 when I had this show booked at the Agora Cleveland, and I had to have Black, our buddy Blackout, had to do my show for me.
Yes.
Because my tonsils fucked me up and I didn't have a voice.
Yes. And he didn't have to do it. I asked him to do it. Because I put my neck out for that whole thing and like put my shit
Yes.
on the line, my connections, and then you didn't show up. It was poor.
It was a big ordeal.
Yeah, it was not good.
Well, people were looking, I was showing people my throat. And the girl that we're talking about, she was looking at my throat and she was like, "You got puss pockets."
Like just recently?
Oh, this is
Sorry,
back in
trying to-
2014.
Okay, like, what's a puss pocket though? First of all, I thought you
So
still
I-
had it.
So check this out. I have this problem with my tonsils, right?
Okay.
And my tonsils, like if I get certain infections like strep or anything, my tonsils get just swollen in the craziest way. And they fill up and they close my throat.
Oh, that
and you
shit
can
suck.
see the pus coming out from my throat, right?
Right.
Check this out. I just got strep
Okay, like recently now.
last week.
Okay, you're like making timeline jumps, you know.
Big timeline jumps.
So what happened to the puss pockets? It's coming back?
Check this out. Puss pockets come back.
Oh shit. Damn, I heard you can't get rid of that shit either. Once you have puss pockets, it's over.
Dude, puss pockets is serious.
Do you have pictures? Because I don't even know what that would be. Oh, what the hell?
Now, if you look into this picture right here, this is my tongue, my nasty tongue. And right over here, this is my right tonsil. It's stuck out of the skin. So in your throat cavity, you have holes that connect your nasal passage to your throat. And you also have your mouth that connects to your throat. In here is where your tonsils live, on these sides, right?
Right.
Now check this out. This is my tonsil poking out of a hole that's in your throat.
And it turned white, or that's just like
That's
saliva
pus.
on it.
That's
pus.
pus.
Oh, dude.
That's pus coming out of my throat. And right here, like,
That's like your hanging ball thing, dude. What is that?
dude, this.
What? What is that thing called? But like, that's what that is.
Well, this is what Cardi B would say. Touch that thing, that little dangly thing that's hanging in the back of my throat.
Dude, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie. If you would have shown me this picture
Looks
with
like
no,
a preborn dick or something.
no, if you'd have shown me this picture with no context, I would feel like back in like school in health class.
Yeah.
Them showing us like dirty vaginas.
Yeah.
Like that looks like just like a
A
turn on.
nasty vag.
The back of your throat looks like a turn on clip.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so check this out. So right here is my right tonsil. It's poking way out of my throat. Dude, this hurt so bad. It was really bad. I had to miss 2 days of work. Went to the doctor. I got antibiotics and stuff because I know what it is. Because I had it 10 years ago, I know that this is tonsillitis.
Okay.
It turned out to be strep. So I had strep throat, but it affects my tonsils in the craziest way.
All right. You don't have your tonsils taken out. You're a grown ass man.
Well, they say it unless your tonsils get affected like this super often,
Right.
then you really don't need to get your tonsils ripped out.
Okay.
So I
that.
keep them
Oh,
because
yeah.
they actually their function is to absorb infection. So when you get infected with something, your tonsils and different parts of your body that you wouldn't expect would absorb this infection.
Okay.
I also had a different, not to change like a body part, but I had a perineum cyst at one point.
What is that?
This is while me and you didn't talk. While I was in like my marriage thing.
Yeah.
I had a cyst that was in between my butthole and my balls.
Oh, I think I've had one of those before too.
Dude, it was bad.
Just like a lump right there.
Dude, and I cured it myself. I popped it and drained it and disinfected it myself. Yeah. It was the nastiest thing I ever
stuffed it
dealt
with
with.
gauze.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And then I went to the emergency clinic, and they were like, well, you kind of handled it.
Yeah,
like,
right.
We don't know what to do for you. And then they charged me a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah, they always do. Like, if they just have to waste their time a little bit, they're like, fuck you, sir.
But with this, like, this is day 2. This is the second day of my, what would you call it? Strep throat. Strep throat and tonsillitis.
The fact that you just kept this on the screen for so long.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy, right? So
as fuck.
if you look at the other side, this is the second day. It started affecting my other side. And if you look deep into this crevice on the left,
Yeah.
or it would be everybody else's right, but it's the left side of my throat. It was affecting that other side, and you can see the pus and stuff going on back there. That's the same as this. But my tonsil stuck out of my throat, dude. And I caught this, like, deep, really good image of my disgusting tonsil, dude. It, like, poked out of my throat. It closed half of it. Like, dude, it was hard to breathe.
I bet.
It was crazy.
Like, that shit looks gnarly as fuck.
It was touching my throat dick.
Yeah, your throat. That is like a throat dick. That thing's like as thick as a fucking pop can. I don't feel like mine is like that. It's like thin and
so that was
comes out at the bottom like a teardrop.
So that was last weekend. Right now I'm super cool. I'm not contagious. I'm on antibiotics and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm doing good. But dude, I had the worst week ever. I lost 2 days of work.
Damn.
So I'm trying to make it up.
I tried to lose work today and they wouldn't let me out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
What was you trying to do?
I was just like, dude, can I have some VTO, like voluntary time off? They're like, we don't offer that anymore. I'm like, yeah, right, dude. You're just fucking with me. I hate my job.
No way, bro. You don't get none of that.
Right.
So the last time we talked also, so we got a lot to cover in this first hour. So in the Super Bowl, me and you were talking about how, like, Taylor Swift last week.
Yeah.
We were talking about, like, you have a hard stance on, like, you're kind of sick of Taylor Swift.
Not Taylor Swift, though, because I think you're getting me wrong. I'm just saying with, like, the entertainment industry in general, like, I feel like it's always just a big show. Even stuff like sports has now become such a big show. Like antics, anything they can do to get, like, people to watch them. Like, Swifties weren't watching football until this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of thing. Like, where it's just, like, so much bullshit that it's, like, this is so cookie cutter and, like, played out. You know what I'm saying? I'm, like, even sick of, like, any kind of media almost.
Yeah. Well, check this out. This is the one thing. We were talking about Taylor Swift last week, and I really defended her to the utmost.
Okay? You can't do it now?
I'm kind of a fan of Taylor Swift. Like, I like Taylor Swift.
People are, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift, but
I'm a fan. I really can't hate on Taylor Swift, but I found this thing on the internet that is kind of wild.
Okay. It's not her deep fake, is it?
No. So Bowling Green, this is a college out by us.
Yeah,
this is where I grew up. So Bowling Green
Is
College.
Bowling Green by Toledo?
Yes,
Oh, I
it's
didn't know
right
that.
outside of Toledo.
Oh,
So
no
if you
shit.
go to University of Toledo, you're gonna party in Bowling Green University.
Yeah. Of course. I've been out there a few times.
Next year, they're offering a college course on Taylor Swift.
On Taylor Swift? There was other...
Or actually, this summer. So what
the way I read that, I thought they were offering Taylor Swift a degree. They're like, bitch, come get a degree.
No, so, like, you know,
All right, I'm
this
with
made
you.
me really wonder, because when I was growing up, Tupac was a major deal. Hip hop is like still a big thing in music industry.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, hip hop took over the rock footprint.
I think hip hop almost took over everything except for like pop music.
Yeah.
And pop is basically almost rap now, just with like little white chicks singing on it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
get that. But check this out. Tupac was the first college course in like music. There wasn't like a college course where you could go study a musician until Tupac.
You could study Tupac. Like, what do they teach you in like Tupac course?
Black Panther, his
how to
whole
be a
life.
thug.
Yeah, how to be a thug. Well, really, like, I don't know. Poetry goes into it. Activism.
Yeah.
But what are they teaching you about Taylor Swift?
I don't know. How to become one of the richest people on earth probably is one of the things. I think there could be a lot to be said about Taylor Swift, whether you like her or not, about entrepreneurship for sure, because she's been grinding since I was like young and started. My music career started around when Taylor Swift started. Like,
she had a different thing going on though, because her parents. I've studied Taylor Swift.
Then you don't even need the course, dude. You saved yourself a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Lay it on me. I don't need it either now.
I guess I did, because like Taylor Swift, when she was like a young kid, back when we were younger, and we were like so into music, that like controlled our life. She had the same thing, but her parents were like kind of wealthy, and they're like, we'll invest into it. If you really think that music's your thing, let us invest in you and let's make you a thing.
Right.
And she turned it into $1 billion business.
And I don't even understand, because all right, so there's all this music. Like, there's like just a spectrum of everything you could think of.
Yeah.
But where we like rest as a population is, we just love songs about breaking up with our boyfriends. That's every Taylor Swift song, though.
All that.
That is basically
It's not all of it.
Every song that's on the radio.
No.
Is either her talking shit like, yeah, I don't need a man, or like, I got broke up with. And
Shake
blah,
It
blah.
Off. Shake It Off is not about that.
It's about a breakup, dude.
No, it's not.
It's about a breakup with the
No, it's not.
transvestite. Look into it.
No, it's not. It's about people hating on her.
Yes, I know.
She had
I'm just
haters
kidding, but
her whole life.
now,
because people are like, because she started as a country music star.
Yeah.
And people were hating on her. They were like, you're not this person. You're not this person. And she was like, I'll switch to pop, and then I'm about to hate on y'all for hating on me.
All
And
right.
she made Shake It Off.
But that's a fairly newer song.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, that came out in like a decade ago.
A fairly newer her song.
A decade ago? 10 years?
Her shit spans probably 20 years. Her whole catalog.
It spans a little longer than that.
That's what I'm
She's got,
saying.
like, yeah.
So halfway through her career, she stopped talking about breakups. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Not all of it was about breakups.
I don't know.
The haters that she was talking about made that theory. And it's not true.
I think it is. I don't listen to
It's
enough
not
Taylor
true.
Swift besides what they play on the radio. And what they play on the radio, it is true.
She had a couple big songs that, like, her, you know when you make an album,
Yeah.
and they take the record label will take your song, and they'll be like, this is the, what do they call it?
The single?
This is your single.
Gotcha.
It happened to be the breakup song.
Because it always is. That's just her
No,
bangers.
it's not. No, it's not.
It used to be. I'm just saying.
Dude, I own a double disc album. We
The
talked
hater-
about
yeah,
this.
Yeah, but I'm saying the songs they played on the radio that you say they're haters, that's the only thing she talks about, because that's the only songs they put on the radio. Seriously.
No, it's not. Shake It Off.
That was 10 years into her career at least.
No, it wasn't.
You just said it was.
No, it wasn't. Because
If
you
you
got
said
a
it was
20-year
10 years,
career,
you said
and
it was a decade
10 years ago.
Hold on. You
That's
said it was-
halfway through her career.
Yes, halfway through her career, she stopped
The
talking
whole
about it, but-
beginning, she was a country artist.
And I guess I see your point. She wasn't.
She was.
She was pop.
She was a
Always-
country
she's-
artist.
The only time when Taylor Swift popped up with her hits, she was pop.
She was.
Give me a country song that she made a hit of. She
Well-
can have a million. I don't know many Taylor Swift songs.
That's why she came out with "Shake It Off," because she was shaking off these haters that wouldn't let her do country.
Oh no! Like, what was her first hit?
Let's look.
I can't believe we're talking about Taylor Swift this long. I feel like I'm talking to a teenage girl right now. I want you to know.
Taylor Swift first single is what I look up.
Yes.
Cardigan.
I don't know what that song is. Play it so that we get flagged.
Do you want me to? I will.
No. Dude, you would do that for Taylor?
I will.
This bitch got everybody under her thumb, bro.
Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a bitch. You don't want to look weak in front of a woman.
What was Taylor Swift's first song? This is according to celebanswers.com. Her first song, she exploded into the music charts around the world with her hit song Love Story. Okay? That's one of the ones that you're describing. In 2006, she had a song with Tim McGraw. I can't play it. I'm sorry, you guys.
What is it called, though?
I think that's Love Story.
We all know Taylor.
Yeah,
so we're going to know the songs, you said,
and
right?
Everybody knows Love Story. If I hold on. I can play the beginning of it. I think there's like a time limit.
There's a time limit. I can only use 3.
Nope, we can't play none of that. Hold on, let me go to the further in.
The moon like a spotlight on the lake. When you
Okay, and I do remember, like vaguely remember that video, but I don't remember the song.
It's her and Tim McGraw.
So that's like straight country. So that's where she started. I'm talking about when she like hit TRL. Because that's when her like career started. Like that's when people started noticing her that weren't country or whatever. And I think that's probably when people had the problem if she was doing that before
Look,
that.
Check out this this quote from her. I can't understand. They're afraid to put out a 13-year-old. They're afraid to put out a 14-year-old. Then they're afraid to put out a 15-year-old. She was a star at 13.
She knew it.
At 13, bro. Could you imagine when I was 13? You remember, you knew me when I was 13.
But you could have been a star at 13.
I could have been.
Had you said quotes like that.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, if I did a song with Tim McGraw.
You gotta have, so her family, what she comes from, money?
She comes from big money.
That's what I'm
put her
saying.
on.
There's no way you get like that many. Like
they put her in the studio,
especially because she was like that was on the cusp of the internet and everything.
Yeah,
like she had to have a lot of money. That's when like the record industry was crazy because like it was like not a free market like it is now, where you could put out a song and put it on Spotify, anybody could hear that. It was like you had to have a lot of money behind you to get there.
Well, if you think about 2006, or hold on, 2005, let's say, because 2006. That song hits, right?
Okay.
So she was working from 2003, 2004.
Well, yeah, obviously you don't just pop up with Tim McGraw.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
In work for a couple years before that. At that time, people are still using LimeWire. I remember when I was 13, 12, I was using LimeWire and ripping music offline.
I wonder if you look it up, how many, like for this song right here, like her first song, how many downloads there was on like Napster or LiveWire or BearShare, things like that. And to what she's selling now, because that would be the beginning of her career, and then she hustled. I do give her credit for that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was because she was backed by money, where you need money to tour. You need money to put yourself in front of people. There's nothing you could do without spending money first. It's all. This is a pay-to-play world.
So I'm looking up how many Love Story. Oh, it's really hard to find this information on that.
Yeah, that's probably like nobody even knows what that is. Google doesn't even know like the search term Napster anymore.
Yeah, like LimeWire and stuff.
Yeah.
They done forgot.
How many records did she sell as opposed to how many records she's selling now? Because I know she's selling billions. But what did her first like mainstream record hit? Because I assume she had many other records before that. Everybody does, you know?
Can't really find that either.
We need to vet this.
She done like this is like kind of a conspiracy. Maybe she I I don't know. Oh, okay.
I guess
Hold on.
nobody cares about that information until you're at the top. And then they're like, who cares? We'll hear that on the Behind the Music 20 years from now.
Swift signed a recording contract with Big Machine Records in 2005 and released 6 albums with the label herself, her self-titled debut album in 2006. It spent 157 weeks on the Billboard 200.
That's a long time,
Dude,
man.
that is a long time. She
But
came
on the
out
top
hot.
200, though.
She came out hot, bro.
I feel it. But on
She
the
came
top
out hot.
200, though, like that would last. If it was a hit song and it was like, number 1 this week, that means it could go all the way down to 199. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to take a long time.
Yeah,
Especially
I don't
back
know.
then because there wasn't a lot of music coming out. Like all of a sudden, like Fruity Loops, I started using Fruity Loops. Then
Yeah.
everybody started using that.
You showed me
Then it
that
was like-
in 2002.
Yeah.
I remember that exactly. I remember that so vividly.
And then like let's say around like 2010, it just became like saturated with everybody just making music in their home. That was the first time we saw things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's a major thing now in hip hop.
Yeah.
Like all of the big producers, they include, now you can like kind of collaborate different music making programs together in all of them. They all use Fruity Loops along with their other programs. Like I use Studio One, but
Right.
other people use I want to say Adobe, but it's not Adobe. Ableton. People
yeah.
use Ableton in conjunction with Fruity Loops and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it comes out really cool.
It does. Like the one thing about Fruity Loops that we didn't understand is like we try to make it sound too much like a real instrument. But
Yeah.
when you use Fruity Loops, like you just make it sound robotic and everybody
And it
likes
sounds
that
so
shit.
cool.
Yes. Like you just give it that. You don't want a sound to sound like a sound. And I think we were
it
too
was
worried
the
about
birth
that.
of dubstep is like what
Yep.
we were on back
That's
in
why
that time.
That's why I think we moved past Fruity Loops though, because we were looking for more realistic sounds. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And like technology has come so far with music that I have like a ton of archaic equipment at the house. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Boards, like everything like that.
Well, me and
Where,
you were
dude,
always really inspired by like rock music. And when you hear a live band, you can't replace that.
Oh yeah, for
you
sure.
really can't replace a live music.
But my friend has a thing called a Helix, right? And it's every single cab, every single head to an amp ever invented for a guitar. Every sound that's ever been invented for a guitar. It's on there. And then you can make your own on top of it. So it's like all he needs to do is just bring that board with him and plug it into a computer, plug it into an amp, plug it into anything. And he has every single amp at his fingertips.
Well, that's the one
Like,
thing that
that's-
made me fall in love with Studio One. So when it comes to like music production and all
Yeah.
that stuff, when I fell in love with Studio One was that it had all of these things that you had to actually buy a piece of equipment for the stuff that this program had in it.
Exactly.
So like I had these guitar amps. I had 808s and all this stuff that you would actually have to buy like a $800 piece of equipment and wire it
That's what I'm
into
saying.
your stuff. It was in my program when I bought Studio One.
Right.
And when I started playing with that, I was like, oh my God. Like I could do Kanye West Serato stuff when I was using Studio One. And it took me out of Fruity Loops. Now, lately, like every now and then when I start playing with music again, I jump back into Studio One. I got a free version of it.
Studio One is like that's what I use too.
Dude, it rules.
Yeah, and it's very easy. Like Pro Tools is cool, but there's a lot going on in Pro Tools where I feel like in Studio One you could just kind of set it and forget it.
Pro Tools really works well for somebody doing vocal engineering.
Pro Tools is for someone who knows every like nuance of how to mix and master and all that kind of thing. Like I'm not on that level. Like mixing and mastering probably good for like Pro Tools.
Our buddy Chris
But for like
Parketney.
yeah, exactly.
Chris Parketney knows everything about he's been in several bands, Nine Shrines, Strangers the Wolves,
Hathaway. The best
Hathaway.
band he's ever been in. I just want to throw that out there.
It's not.
No, go
It's
check
not.
out Hathaway. It is.
Dude, you gotta check out the new stuff he's been doing.
I just hung out with him last week.
Really? You hung out with Parketney last week?
Yeah.
Dude, Chris Parketney is really one of the coolest dudes in music I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. Like, I agree.
He's a super genius. And when he but
He's good at
when he
like
does,
producing.
he's got this other project that he's been doing, and it was a project before he entered. I forgot what it's called, but they do like dubstep, rock and roll.
Oh, when he was doing like, I do remember that era. Like when he was doing all like the it was like metal with all the crazy like dubstep drops and
Yes.
stuff. And he was like, that's why I say he's a good producer, because he like layers shit and he makes shit sound so full, and just like for like that type of music,
Dude,
like he kills it.
He went from being like a metal singer, and he had an introduction to it with a few bands, and then he was like, no, I can really sing. And then he went in on like singing stuff and writing things like. So check this out. I've introduced a lot of people to Chris Parketney, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that a big chunk of the music that he writes has to do with religion, and nobody notices. He does metal music.
Yeah.
That is all about Jesus and
Right.
like stuff like that, and you'll never notice it. Like he has the song Parasite, and the song Parasite is about the outside world getting into your life, and then making you become a living contradiction of yourself.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. It's like it's an introspective song.
Yeah.
And
Smartly written.
Dude, it was intelligent.
Yeah.
The way that
I love songs like that though,
dude,
like
he's
double
so
like
smart.
meanings and shit.
Dude, the double entendres and everything that he metaphorically says things about his life that you would never think that somebody in his position
Right.
would be speaking on. Because really, Parketney's a wild boy.
Well,
He's a crazy boy.
When I met Parketney, like when we were all still in school and stuff,
Dude, he's a crazy guy.
like he wasn't though. And he was the quiet one, like when they were doing Hathaway and all that kind of stuff. He was always the quiet one standing in the background. That's why like I'm like all of a sudden just out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, I'm a front man. And he does that shit so well. Like he does like
Nonchalant.
entertain and like
He's
work a crowd
nonchalant
well.
in person.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. He's like, I wouldn't see him, even just knowing him, I wouldn't see him as like a front man or a singer, but dude definitely is for sure.
So back when I met Parketney, right? You remember I used to be like this super ghetto fucking. I was
Yeah,
like,
we
I was
remember.
like hood. I was gang,
Gang, son. Gang.
I was doing the shit, dude. When I met Parketney, dude, it was the first time in my life that I thought to myself, I want girls like this dude has.
Yeah, I know. I always thought that too.
Like, dude, he always had like the emo girls
Dude,
and stuff.
Check this shit out. So, one time,
Dude,
we were
emo girls are so hot.
do you remember when you smacked Such that one night with the PBR or whatever? That night,
Dude, I gotta find that video.
Parketney came in with this chick though, and she was speaking like Australian or some other accent
she was
all
talking
night.
like German or something.
Yeah, and
or
the whole
European.
night. Yeah, the whole night I'm like, yeah, I don't know how they do it in your country, all this shit like that. And then all of a sudden, the next time I saw her, she was talking English.
Dude,
And
I
that
was so
flipped me
convinced.
the fuck out. Yeah,
I
like,
was so convinced that she was overseas, and everybody was laughing in my face.
yes, I was too. I was like, dude, we don't do stuff like that in their country here. I don't know how you do it where you're from, like which was next door.
I had never been outside of Toledo, Ohio. So when I met a European, I was like, oh my God, like this European chick is so hot and so emo.
Well, when she was talking the European accent, did you think she was a lot hotter than when she started talking with like
Dude,
like her regular
that
like American
changed the
accent?
whole
I know.
dynamic.
You were totally in love by that accent, and then
Yes.
all of a sudden that went away, and you're like, dude, I was love struck, and this like I really didn't need all that.
It's
I just
like-
needed an accent.
It's like Johnny Depp's his ex-wife. Like, she is so hot until she shits in your bed. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right. What, do you think she's hot? I think she kind of looks like Johnny Depp's wife. Kind of looks like a regular chick. I don't know why she like looks like just that would be a chick I would date.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, you think she's? What else is she? I've never seen her in anything. I've only seen her on trial.
Dude, I was sucking my little farts to get to her.
Yeah,
pussy.
right, dude. That's just all. That's just all makeup and
No, it's
camera
not.
angles. Come on, dude.
No, it's
I
not.
saw her during the trial. Pull up her trial shit.
Dude. Okay.
That looks like that could be like a hot MILF at my daughter's school. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Yeah.
I don't know from anything else except like the Johnny Depp trial because that's everybody watched that. I'm sure.
I can't remember her name.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. Okay.
I know
hold
her
on.
name, but I don't think you think like she's hotter than I think.
Dude, hold on. Dude. This chick right here.
Yeah, but that just looks like
No,
me
it's
that
not.
looks like a regular like mom.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't know.
No, it's not. Look at all of our moms. Everybody's mom that you ever met.
Not our moms. Have you seen us? You know our moms aren't hot.
That's not.
Dude, I couldn't even
everyday
imagine
mom.
what your mom looks like. I feel like your mom like is skinny and has dark hair and no teeth.
So check this out. Lately, I've been trying to get a hold of this photo album that I've been building for most of my life, and it has a lot of pictures of me being born, my sister being born and stuff. My mom kind
Like
of
being born or right after you're born. Let's be real. Like
right
you're
after, right after.
Welcome, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't have pictures of me
Jeez.
climbing out of the
Yeah,
pussy
right.
or nothing like that.
That'd be awesome, dude.
But like my mom was like a babe back in her day.
Okay.
She was a decent looking woman.
I don't see it, but
Dude, check this out. I was just talking to my sister about this 2 weeks ago. So, my dad, in his younger days, he was a hot dude.
yeah, right.
Dude, I promise you, my
I
dad
see your
was
dad now. Like there is no way that man was ever.
Dude, he was a babe.
no.
Dude, my dad was a total babe.
No way. Like long hair, like Baywatch standing on the beach with his little buoy and shit.
Dude, he
Six pack.
I have the mustache and stuff, but like his like work and like he was a babe, dude. My dad was a babe.
I'd have to see it to believe it. So next show, bring some pictures of your dad when he was a kid.
Dude, my photo album got lost in the ether.
The one you're talking about that you built your whole life?
Dude, my whole life's work of building this photo album. Dude, I was trying to bring up pictures of me in my childhood.
Yeah.
And I wanted to put it on the show. I wanted to show NoOutletLive, this is me with a mullet back in the 90s and
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like that.
And you don't got that shit.
Dude,
no.
it's
What
gone.
How is it just lost in the ether though? Like what happened? What's the story?
So I asked my sister. I thought I gave this photo album to my sister.
Okay.
She came out here and we had dinner with one of her friends that I just hollered at. He got shot down in the major way.
Damn.
In a hurtful
Hey,
way.
it's a numbers game, man. I get shot down all the time.
Dude, you take 100 shots, you're gonna land one.
Oh yeah.
You gotta take all of the shots.
Oh yeah.
But
For sure. I am taking all the shots.
So we go out to dinner. She brings out this photo album. It's one of my father's. It's not the same photo album, and it's stuff from his life, and it doesn't really have like.
Dude, wait. I've seen your dad's old like Marines picture. That wasn't a hot ass dude.
Dude, my dad was a babe, dude.
No way. In that Marine picture?
Dude, my mom was a
Where
babe.
is that?
Too.
I know you got that shit around here. Like where?
Dude, check
where,
this out.
Your
Check
dad.
this
I don't
out.
think that's
Check
to
this
me
out.
anyway. I don't like dudes anyway. But
You have a crush on my sister, right?
I wouldn't say I have a crush.
She's a good looking woman, right?
Of course, yeah. I wouldn't say anything less.
My dad and mom were good looking people.
And you know, maybe I see that. But
I got
also,
the worst qualities
You wanna know
out
what?
of both of them.
You want to know what? I think your sister is an attractive woman. But I also think she looks like that you remember Real Monsters?
Real Monsters. She had the eyes.
Yeah, the eye, not even the eyes. She's got them lips. Like she has like the lips of the chick that's like the black and white chick on there, like
She's
the
got
little tube
the
thing.
lips like the candy that you could buy at Halloween where you put on the lips.
Yeah,
Like-
and she kind of back in the day, she kind of had the body of that chick too. Just
Yeah,
kidding. She
was
didn't.
like-
I'm fucking with you,
She
but
was like we were both very skinny in our younger years, but I think that's from being like crack babies or something.
I don't know. Were you
were
guys
like
crack
junkie,
babies?
We were junkie babies, yes.
So your mom used to be beautiful before the drugs.
Dude, my mom was a babe.
A babe?
She was a babe, dude. Everybody wanted my mom.
Everybody wants to think their mom's a babe. My mom was a babe, dude. My mom was a good-looking woman.
Dude, I just went to this comedy show, and one of the comedians, he was like, yo, people are trying to talk shit about my mom. And he was like, you know how your mom had good pussy? Is if you got good hair. And he was like, I got good hair.
I thought you meant like, you know how she... I'm like, no. Like,
he was like, I got good hair, which means my mom had good pussy. And I have terrible hair, dude.
Oh, damn. But you see this, like, lovely man, you know what I'm saying? I grow this shit out, and it looks like I'm straight. I look like a lion, bro.
Dude, your mom had that good.
I wouldn't speak like that on my mother ever.
She had that yummy.
My mother was a beautiful woman, and that we'll leave it at that. And she ain't never do any of that. Like, fuck you, dude.
No, I swear to you, I looked at like old photos when I was born and like prior to that. I've seen my parents naval. They're both in the Navy. Dude, my mom and dad, my grandparents, they were all like super babes, dude.
Man, I don't know.
My sister has better looks than me, and I was born like this monster.
I always wondered what the fuck happened to you.
Dude, I'm a monster.
Dude, the first time I met you, I remember it so vividly. Like,
you're like, this little monster came crawling out of the shadows.
No, you showed up at your dad's house. Like, I was hanging out with your sister and your dad or whatever, like, just kicking it.
You were like, what is this over by me?
I'm like, who is this dude? You were like, I could crip walk, like all little, and you just like little like 4-step crip walk.
Shut up.
Yeah, your sister was like, that was the shit, bro. I'm like, I don't know.
No, my sister hyped me up.
She did, dude.
I used to before I was really into being a hip hop artist and like I was really into hip hop music. I wanted to be a dancer so bad. Dude, that was my first love, was dancing.
I know it probably was, man. You try to give me that 2-step called a crip walk. It wasn't that.
Dude, I could kind of dance if I tried. If I tried, dude, I could dance.
Let's see, dude. Let's roll the camera around and let's get your best dance. We got this whole open
We
floor
ain't doing
here.
that right now.
Dude, I'll get you cardboard to throw down.
Hold on, we're getting towards the end of this hour. I wanted to jump
already.
into something that we've been talking about for a long time. So, in earlier episodes, you were talking about Elliot Page, right?
Okay. Yes, I was. That conspiracy is real.
Dude, it's crazy that Elliot Page, she was like a decent looking woman. You thought she was Jonathan, whatever the fuck,
Joseph Levitt, dude.
Joseph Levitt.
It still is. I know they are the same person. You saw them in the same movie, but that was the first time we saw CGI, and our minds didn't know how to deal with it.
You know what's crazy is that nobody's seen Joseph Levitt since this transition happened.
No, for real? Do they say that?
No, I'm saying that. Dude, he has not been in a movie or nothing
I
since
do
then.
feel like that. Dude, that's nuts. You just blew my mind right there.
So check this out. Joseph Levitt and fucking Elliot Page. Elliot Page just did an interview about her transition, right? And she speaks about it. I pulled up something about this. I think it's a part of the interview. Yeah, so she was on Entertainment Tonight talking about this. Let's check this out.
You know, getting out of the shower and the towels around your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am.
Elliot Page is opening up about
I don't
his,
have a
quote,
dick to hold
tears
on my
of
towel.
joy
It's
after
horrible.
coming out as trans.
This is your first television interview as a trans man, Elliot Page.
In the trailer for the Oprah Conversation, airing April 30th, the Oscar-nominated actor gets emotional.
All the trauma aside that it took you to get here, the courage that it took you to
You ever seen
stand
Boys
within
Don't
the
Cry?
truth of your...
No, what is that?
It's a movie about a cross-dressing like
I've heard
chick.
about that. Isn't that a song?
No.
Oh, that's Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it's called? I wouldn't know.
Good girls don't cry.
No. Look up real quick. Boys Don't Cry, and
Boys
tell
Don't
me
Cry.
she also doesn't look like this chick in this movie, who also dresses like a dude, like just like her right here. This chick is every man. This chick is a man. She's every man. I know so many people. She looks like that's not her too.
Dude, no, that's the chick that did saving.
No, I know who that is for real.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, I know who it is for real. But I'm just saying, doesn't that still resemble what you're saying right here exactly?
Kind of, but listen to this. This is a celebrity that we all known as a woman. She was in Inception with Joseph Levitt.
Yes.
Okay, this was a woman. She had breastises. Okay,
I think
really
so. They were
good,
always really small.
but I like the small ones.
Oh, I do too.
A lot
Berkey are
of-
nice.
a
I'm
lot
not gonna
of-
lie. I like them
Dude,
all. Really, I'm not gonna lie.
I like them all, but I genuinely, I think I like smaller ones more than the larger ones.
I don't know, man.
I don't like the big crazy
Like
ones.
a good hourglass figure, like
An hourglass figure.
big on top, big on the bottom, dude. That shit looks. that
No,
shit's
but
like,
but when the titties get
good.
too big, they're kind of nasty.
I
don't like it.
I'll agree. Yeah,
the
once it
nipple
becomes a certain
doesn't-
size,
the nipple doesn't align correctly, and like
you're looking at symmetrics. That's not what I look at when I look at boobs.
I
Well,
do.
Boobs are not symmetrical anyway, right? Because one is
Well,
bigger than the other one.
Everything that's attractive is symmetrical.
So boobs weren't supposed to be like
Brad Pitt,
attractive, but we
Brad-
just love them.
Brad Pitt is a hot dude because his face is symmetrical.
Is that what it is?
Angelina Jolie is a hot chick, and her whole family, her kids and her mother, all of them are hot because their face is symmetrical. So when you see
I
like
didn't know that. That's crazy.
yeah, dude, you gotta think about these things. And when you see like
You gotta think about these things, dude. Duh.
so when you see like a nice symmetrical pair of nipples sitting on the perfect titty, that's when you're like, yeah, like that's super attractive. That's why Margot Robbie is a fucking smoke show. Dude, she was in The Wolf of Wall Street. Remember?
I will say all natural is better than like implants and shit. I
That's
think
Margot
implants
Robbie.
look so perfect, it's gross almost.
And Margot Robbie was in The Wolf of Wall Street. And when she first shows up to the party with Jordan Belfort, what's dude's name? He's a fucking funny comedian actor. He sees her for the balcony.
Yeah, and he's jerking.
He starts jacking
I
off.
just watched that movie 2 days ago.
And people are starting to talk about it, and he's like, "I'll let that girl give me AIDS."
Yeah, I'll let her give me AIDS.
I would. I legitimately
No,
would.
fuck off, dude.
Dude, Margot Robbie.
There's no pussy on earth that's willing that I'm
Margot
willing to
Robbie.
ruin my life for like
Margot
that.
Robbie.
I don't know. You sound like a simp, bro.
Dude, if Margot Robbie let me hit once and I had to die tomorrow, I would take it.
If she said, it's a 50, if Margot Robbie walked up today and said, it's
You
a
could hit-
50-50 chance
Yes.
that I might have
Yup.
AIDS. I haven't went and got checked yet.
Yup. I'm in.
I forgot to buy condoms.
Bareback.
Nah. Dude,
Every-
you're doing that?
Every hole. And I'm going to hit 6
Dude, you're
times.
dumb. You're so
Six-
dumb.
6 times before I go to sleep.
And you're gonna die a happy man like 2 days,
Yes.
2 years
Yes.
later, whatever. How many? I don't know how long people last. I think people last forever from AIDS now, though. So I think you might be on the right track.
Yeah, dude.
Like there's
Because
so many
you-
medicines and stuff.
Well, actually, you don't live from AIDS. AIDS really doesn't
Well,
exist
you live
anymore.
from HIV,
HIV.
and then full blown AIDS would be
Yes.
when you like die.
You
from
die.
It. What I can't understand is how did Eazy-E die so fast from AIDS, like, and nobody else did? You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
didn't have the thing yet. It was the early 80s.
well,
the
no, and that
late
was still
90s.
like Magic Johnson era and all that.
But he wasn't Magic Johnson.
He was Eazy-E, dude. He could have afforded the cocktails they said Magic
But
Johnson was
he
on.
was causing problems.
For who? Suge Knight?
I mean,
Because that boy was about to be a
no,
legend. I mean, he was a legend anyway, but he had to die to get there.
He was causing problems with the whole country with gangbanging.
Gotcha.
And it was causing problems for like control and manipulation and like jurisdiction,
Right.
and stuff like that with like politicians and all
who
that.
cares? He should be. He should be shaking the system
Magic
up.
Johnson was bringing hope to the American people.
Yeah, in the form of money to the Lakers or whatever, you know.
In the form of slam dunking and alley oops.
Well,
Okay,
dude, he was already gonna be a superstar. He's bigger than everybody. He just runs over everybody like they're not there.
when it comes to basketball and football, dude, come on.
Like if
Get
fucking,
real.
if fucking Yao Ming was 4 feet tall, do you think we'd be talking about that motherfucker? No,
Dude,
he
check-
wouldn't even be good because he wasn't good. He was
Check
just tall.
this out. Check this out. If LeBron James had AIDS his entire career, would you be surprised? Not one fucking bit. Because this dude is changing the world.
How so?
Because he's the fucking man.
LeBron James is changing the world? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
No.
He's the man.
How?
LeBron James
he did
is
Space
the
Jam
man.
too? Fuck.
Dude, he just broke,
monumental.
He just broke the world basketball record.
The basketball record?
The
What did that
world,
do for anybody?
Nobody.
But what did that do for anybody?
He's broken records that nobody has ever done.
And what did any of his records have to do with anything but himself?
Political stuff.
So how is he?
To show
how?
that America is superior.
That's it. Come on, dude. It is. That's a weak. That's a weak stance. That's a weak stance for real.
Hold on.
Think about what you just said.
We've deviated a far way from
that's all right, dude.
from Elliot Page.
Page is opening up about his quote tears of joy after coming out as trans.
They're calling him a his or a him and a
Yeah,
his.
they would because he said to do that.
Hold on. Let's watch this from the top. Let's listen to this.
It's getting out of the shower and the towels around your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am.
Elliot Page is opening up about his quote tears of joy after coming out as trans.
This is your first television interview as a trans man, Elliot Page.
In the trailer for the Oprah Conversation, airing April 30th, the Oscar-nominated actor gets emotional.
All the trauma aside that it took you to get here, the courage that it took you to stand within the truth of yourself and to do the thing that you've always known you needed to do. What part of your transition has actually brought you the most joy?
Goodness, what has brought me the most
Goodness, caught me so off
The
guard.
most
Maybe my dick I'd jerk off with every night. She looks so fucking shocked, dude.
Getting
It's the
out of
little
the
thing.
shower and
It's
the
only the size
towels
of my
around
clit.
your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I
Are you starting
am.
it over and over again?
The upcoming interview follows Elliot's announcement in December, and by every indication, the conversation
looks
will
like
be a
Beetlejuice right
celebration
there.
of his journey so far.
Oh, dude.
And I'm not having the moment where I'm panicked.
She always looks
I'm
like
not
someone,
having
man.
all these little moments that used to be just being in a t-shirt. It's being able to
Fuck off, Elliot. Your lady
touch
showing.
my chest.
You know, just to be honest with you, I'm gonna be for real.
Try to be for real.
I've been following Elliot Page.
Okay.
She was an actor when I was like, we're like the same age, I think.
Yeah, I think
So-
when she's a chick, she was in Juno.
Yeah, like she was a very beautiful woman.
That's what I'm saying.
She
right?
was a beautiful woman, and this really upsets me, kind of.
What, that we
because-
lost one? We lost a good one, y'all.
Well, because I know what this person's gonna die with the guilt of doing this. This is a thing that's, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I have a problem with trans and stuff like that because I know these people are going to regret it. It's a problem, dude.
Well,
This
they
is
say a lot of people
this
do
is-
regret it.
It's a weird fucking problem.
But it's a 50-50.
No, it's not.
There are trans people who don't want to turn back.
No.
But the media is going to tell you they have, like, they'll find like 20 people and sway your opinion based on that small little finite amount of people. And then the media makes everything seem like it's like this big like issue.
But just watching this,
Like
with-
people do regret things, but also there are happy stories probably.
with Elliot Page, him saying, talking with Oprah, did you not see this person choking up and like really having a hard time answering questions?
Yeah, because she didn't want to be a chick no more.
It regrets it.
But one thing I will say, since it's somebody who's in mainstream media, is a great actress, an actor,
Great.
actress,
Great.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Watch
Do you think
Inception.
do you think that's not an act and we would just buy into it?
Dude, no, this is enacting because in
I don't know.
Inception, if you watch that movie, that's this person acting very well.
Yeah.
This is not acting. This person is distraught and fucked up off of what they did to themselves. She chopped off her titties.
Wait, she's saying that she wants to become a chick again?
No.
Oh. Well, then
No.
why is she crying?
She's trying. Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Full
Why are you
circle.
crying? Why are you getting choked up when you're like, I love being a man now.
I finally became everything I wanted, and now I'm still unhappy.
And it sucks. Yes,
okay, I see.
Exactly.
I guess I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Because no matter what you do to yourself when you're trying to do this transitioning stuff, you're going to be unhappy.
Well,
that's just like what they say about the rich. When you get rich, you're going to be unhappy.
Yeah.
If you do not fix what is unhappy about you.
Right. Well, because they don't address the root. That's true.
It doesn't matter what gender you are,
But-
what money you make, what circumstance you're in. If you're not happy, you're just not happy. And you have to find out what it is to you that makes you happy.
Right. Well, and
Like
completely.
podcasting and music makes me happy.
Yes.
Movies make me happy. And dude,
Right.
I'm a consumer.
But-
in a major way in that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it makes me happy.
But
I'm not gonna become a woman tomorrow because
I'm
I think it's gonna
disappointed.
fix me.
I'm disappointed.
Dude, I'd be a hot ass chick. I'd
Yeah,
become
you
my
would.
sister tomorrow.
Talk about a fucking smoke show.
Dude.
Shit, dude.
Dude, I'd be stunting on my sis. I'd be like, bitch.
Don't do her like that.
Look at these titties.
Yeah, right. You call those titties? Mine are fake as fuck, but look better.
my clit's big as fuck.
It's probably easier. It's probably easier for a dude to make himself hot, like, than it is for a chick, like, because we could just buy our shit and make it look dope as fuck, like perfect.
Dude, I've seen
It's all
pictures.
fake.
I've seen pictures of Elliot Page without the shirt. As soon as this person transitioned, they were taking pictures on the beach and stuff without their shirt.
Yeah, I
and
remember
it looks
that
like
too.
a man.
Yeah.
It looks like a man.
Well, like, you know, like it has like the
Like
scar.
a skinny.
Well, she has
like-
the scars,
like
not
a
it. I'm
teenage
sorry.
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With the scars, but at the same time, it's like you're not fulfilling the potential that you had. She could be a married woman and doing something for real.
Well, I don't know why it would be
insanely-
that. Like, why? Like, if like you could be a married woman, who cares? Like, marriage is a
Who cares about
construct,
married?
Like, you know what I'm
you
saying?
could be
Like,
a mother. You could be a mother
Yeah.
and be a superstar actress.
for sure. Could she still be a mother now, or he? Could
This
still be a mother?
person hasn't done a fucking movie since this happened.
Yeah, because like a lot of people don't agree with.
What role are you gonna do? You can't do a masculine man.
What are you talking about?
Look at the bowl cut right here.
She could play. So he could play a dude.
A crackhead.
Could also put on a wig and some fake boobs again.
Fake
And
muscles.
He already knows how to be a chick. Like, what are you saying? That sounds like a triple
know.
threat.
I'm transphobic.
Oh, you can play anybody because you've been somebody else before? Hell yeah, dude.
I'm very transphobic, dude.
Why, though?
I don't know. I think I'm very transphobic. I've been thinking about this lately.
Okay.
I'm transphobic.
Because of what? What scares you about a...
It doesn't scare me.
Okay, so what is the phobia
the-
then?
the-
Because
the
a phobia is a fear.
Okay, so phobia would be a fear of things. So I can't say that I'm transphobic, but I'm like, I'm against the trans thing.
I don't agree with it, but
I don't agree with it in a major way. Like I have a problem with it.
and that's a problem though. Because why? How is any of that affecting you in your personal life?
You remember back in like 2015, your sister, I rented a house with your sister. It was your parents' house. And
Okay.
she had her trans friend move in.
Yeah, and I showed you a picture of him the other day. He looks like a straight up dude now.
Dude, this person,
Beautiful.
one time I had an argument in the living room and this person tried to talk to me in a certain way. And I was like, if you want to be a man, I'll punch you in the fucking face like
fucking
a man.
act like one.
I'll
I
punch
feel
you
that.
in the face like a man. And this person got very scared because they knew that they was not structured for this.
I bet you they went out and started boxing though, or something. Took some classes, some self defense.
I bet you bring this person across me and I'll beat the fuck out of that person in a major way.
Like, no, sir, this is my purse.
You ain't taking my purse.
Yeah, right.
I promise you that. Not one time, girlfriend.
Nah, I don't have a problem with anybody being who they think they want to be. And sometimes you get things wrong, and I understand that there will be some people who will regret the things that they've done.
That's my problem with it.
I regret a lot of things I've done too, like in my life, where I'm like, oh, that was probably a misstep.
Has it ever been that?
That's a big misstep.
Has it ever been that big of a step, though?
What do you mean? To cut off my dick and then want it back?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that. Like, I think there's a lot of things that I did wrong, and I think I pay for a lot of that stuff, like how I had the stroke and shit. I think I was like, I was just doing too much. I was just going too hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's me too, but I never thought about making it surgical.
Right. But once you start living a life of excess, that's all you want is excess. We're like addictive, like as a race of people. You know what I'm saying? Or as a humanity or whatever. Like we have addictive personalities, and I don't know. It's just always taking things too far.
And that's the truth. And we'll be right back. This is No Outlet Live. Every time. Oh my God.
Are we still live?
Yeah. What is going on? What the fuck? No, this is right.
Stay tuned. No Outlet Live will be right back. It's the best podcast live on Saturdays. Stay tuned. No Outlet Live will be right back.
But you know what I do have for us right now that we could do? Usually I start off the show and I interview my guest. But before we kick off the interview, and I'm not going to force you into this, but Jarrod, you are forced into this.
What are we doing?
So I found this
gay.
on...
yeah. That's how most of my nights go, so I wasn't shocked. I'm sorry. You were not.
I'm like, that was a little gay. Like, ma'am, no, but sorry.
Right.
I'm always forcing boys into stuff. I found on TikTok and Amazon the world's most sour candy.
That's
the world's most sour.
The world's most
what
sour
is it? She
candy.
said that ain't it.
That ain't.
You doing it?
And let's see. Do you want to do it?
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
see
do
what
it?
y'all do first.
That's
Come
not
on, you
fair.
can't do that. We all have to react at the same time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
how it works culturally.
It ain't gonna be shit.
Culturally.
No, statistics. Like y'all haven't. Statistically, it's been proven that black people watch white people do shit first, and then we decide.
No, I know that's statistically true because it is always white people doing some dumb shit
So,
for real.
I gotta follow the rules.
Your hands are tied on this one. I understand.
I mean, if you force me, you saying the N-word. Like, just say.
Damn. I don't know if I can sign that contract.
Right.
So I'm going to take one here, and now I'm about to pass one to Jarrod.
All right. It's going to be really that sour?
It's supposed to be. And then I'll leave the bag right here.
Oh, I can tell it's sour because like how like crusty it is.
Crusty and dusty.
Yeah, like all that sugar on the outside.
okay.
That's all. Yeah, crusty like that too. But
I'm like, if I touch
also,
some crusty balls.
I mean, you probably have. I'm
Elise
sure.
is familiar with the crusty balls.
I think everyone in here has touched some crusty balls once in a while.
Oh, no. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Well, do that man a solid and put them blue balls in your mouth.
Oh my God!
Right.
They are blue balls.
Too.
We'll pop them balls in our mouths.
Let's get these balls in our mouths.
2.5. 2 3/4. 3.
Not yet.
All right. It's starting to get me. All right. It's like a warhead.
Yeah. like a warhead. It is a little more intense.
My eyes are watering.
Like, yeah.
346 minutes later.
I ain't gonna lie, I was chickening out on the show. I wasn't gonna do it, but here you go. And this blue is my favorite color.
It's a nice little hit.
That's sour.
Guardian Roadside Solutions is ready to help with your roadside emergencies serving the greater Cleveland area. They have the knowledge and experience to get you back on the move quickly with staff available 24/7 to help with flat tires, tire damage, changes, fuel delivery, vehicle lockouts, dead battery, or new battery installs. If you find yourself or someone you know in this situation, call a Guardian at 440-833-6000.
I finished my cigarette as we head out from the bar. I count the number of mistakes made by my scars. Last leaf falls and no one notices. Fleeting love dies with the lotuses. I tend to get so homesick that it hurts. Yeah, I love this place, but it's the fucking worst. If home is where the heart is, then this home needs some repairs. Rip the walls and strip the floors completely bare. Because people are piranhas. We fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside of you, they'll tear you apart. It's sink or swim, so do your best to stay afloat. Cling to your dreams, hold on to your hope. Because people are piranhas, we fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside you, they'll tear you apart.
Are you looking for a place to have custom t-shirts made for your business? Well, we have the place for you. Flathouse Press works with 100% eco-friendly material for all of you conscious folks. They can also put out orders in a fraction of the time large-scale competitors can. They are a fun, locally grown Cleveland original company. Go to flathousepress.com and check out the variety of party toys, headbands, and clothing in their catalog.
And although there might be a finite, crazy chicks like sticking hangers in their fucking vaginas, ripping 9 months old out of them. But that's not going to happen on
You
a
can't
huge
use
scale.
a hanger for a 9-month-old.
Come on, dude. You can use a hanger for anything. You can use my fist on a 9-month-old. Like, right, you could probably kill a 9-month-old pretty fucking easy. To tell you the truth.
Like Freddie got fingered, you pull it out, swing it by the umbilical.
Right. Not that we're condoning killing babies.
Oh, shit. Yeah, NoOutletLive does not support killing babies. Would you be comfortable with like going out with your armless girlfriend? She's at like the fancy restaurant eating with her feet.
Me, because I don't care. I would be. I think I'd be good with that.
I think I would.
Like you can have no arms, just have a, you know.
This chick's hotter than most regular models. I would say. I mean, she has that different look. She's hot.
No lie, she's cute chick, but without arms though.
Does that
like you're giving up hand jobs? Like keep that in mind.
Foot jobs are there.
Okay,
and they're probably better.
Foot jobs never really did it for me though, so
maybe hers are really good.
They have to be, you know. She's compensating.
No, the top game is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a T-Rex getting it.
Oh, sorry. Did we keep you waiting like the bartender when you want to close your tab? Well, welcome back to No Outlet Live.
It's your boy, J. Remy, back in the place. and the co-host of all the gays is Jarrod.
That was a big old clap for me. You know, the king of the gays or whatever you said. I don't mind. You guys need a leader.
No, let's jump into the news.
No Outlet News. No Outlet News.
All right, so today in the news. This is, just for everyone to know, this is episode 69. This is a cornerstone episode of the show. 69. All right. Nice, bro.
Pew, pew, pew.
Nice. Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen's daughter. Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen's daughter releases first boy-girl collab on an adult website.
Oh, damn. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's on the right. That's her daughter on the left.
Denise Richards. This is Charlie Sheen's son.
Oh, okay. Wait. Explain. Go back up. So it's Charlie Sheen's son, and then whose daughter?
Denise Richards.
Weren't Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen together and had kids?
Yes.
So they're related.
So this is step-sister and stepbrother porn.
Okay. But all porn is. What are you taling about?
It is.
You can't watch like porn without it
eating.
being stepbrother.
But this is real. This is like crazy. And look at him. Look at this dude poking his dick at her.
All right, so cool. So they like actually made that shit real, because I assume it's always fake, like on the internet. Like
The eldest daughter of former couple Charlie Sheen and Denise teased explicit content on her OnlyFans in one post. She posted on all fours with the suggestive caption, "Sex on the beach." Her mother
wait, so the daughter is related to both of them? That's like her mother and father, like
Well,
Charlie
Denise-
Sheen and Denise Richards.
Denise Richards was with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. Did they have a kid?
Before like the AIDS and all this stuff and Tiger
Yeah.
Blood
I remember.
and all of that?
I remember.
They were together. This is the daughter.
Okay. And she kind of does look like both of them. I
Yeah,
see both
dude.
their stupid ass faces.
It's crazy, isn't it?
She got
Like
the
you-
Charlie Sheen smile for real though, because
Well,
Denise Richards
no,
does
no,
have
no,
a beautiful
no,
smile.
no.
She don't have that.
No, that's the Denise Richards smile.
Oh, no way.
They both had the same lips, same teeth.
Maybe I need to say Charlie Sheen.
But Charlie Sheen, she got that little honker.
I feel like their daughter look like. You ever see that dude who like fakes like Charlie Sheen at like the local mall? You know who I'm talking about? He's famous on Facebook and everything. Like he looks like Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
He sits at the food court.
No, he goes to the MLB games for the Indians, dude. Well, the
He does
Guardians.
now. Where he
Yeah.
started, I'm saying he
Yeah.
used to be just in the mall.
Because
like,
those
in
Wild
the food
Things,
court.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wild Things.
They had to brand that.
Check this out. Her mother, Denise, has been supportive of Sammy's choice to share content on OnlyFans, but she was slammed by fans when she cheekily suggested they would collaborate on a steamy content together. So mom, Denise Richards, was like, go fuck your stepbrother on camera.
And they were just like, yeah, sure.
Should my mini-me, Sammy Sheen, and I do another collab?
Think about...
this is about them two, because they both did OnlyFans together for a second.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, this was a thing like 2 years ago.
Like, think about how crazy Charlie Sheen is, though. You know that bitch has to be crazy. Anybody has to be crazy to be
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen. Like,
She's
living
so-
life on the edge, for real.
Dude, can we say that Denise
Banging
Richards...
8-gram rocks.
Dude, Denise Richards definitely smoked crack with Charlie
Oh,
Sheen.
for sure. For sure.
You don't hang out with this dude and fuck him and have kids with him without smoking crack.
What I will say is I think Charlie
She's a
Sheen
baddie.
and her are both fucking, like, very
They're-
attractive people.
They're hot.
But do you think the daughter is, like,
No.
like, you know,
No.
even, like, 6?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll give her a 6.
I'll give her
a
maybe
6.
a 6, but what I'm saying is, like, don't you think, like, two hot-ass people make, like, a kid and, like...
They're both 10s. This is what we were talking about earlier, dude. My mom and my dad...
This again?
Dude, my mom and my dad were...
You're not going to sell me on that dream,
Dude,
bro.
my
I know
mom-
your dad.
My mom and my dad were babes, dude.
I never seen your mom, so I can't speak on that. But, dude, I have history with your dad. I know, like...
Dude, my mom was a babe. My dad was a total babe,
I
dude.
think it's weird that you keep bringing up like, your family members. Like, they were babes. Like, we weren't even talking about it no more.
Dude, but it makes me upset because, like...
It makes you upset because I don't know your parents' beauty?
No. It makes me upset because I do. Because I know that my dad was a babe and my mom was a babe. And
You
my
just know
sister
it.
my sister came out looking like a beautiful woman. And then I came out looking like a monster.
What is unexplainable to me is I think your sister may be the only one that doesn't look like a Martian among you. I never seen your mom.
Dude,
though,
it's
so-
me. I'm the Martian.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm the monster of the bunch, dude.
Dude, your dad is too, bro. I
Dude,
see you guys. Like,
check
you
this
look
out.
just alike.
Check this out. I wasn't even raised by my parents. I was shipped
Yeah, I
off
know.
at 1 year old, right?
Yes.
My uncles, babes. My uncles, both of them, total babes, dude.
Dude, next week you have to bring proof of all this. I want to see.
Dude, I lost my photo album.
And that you're so sad. You're like, I have no material to jerk off to tonight.
Yeah, for real.
All these fucking babes.
Dude.
I lost a whole fucking book of babes.
Oh, dude, check this out. My Uncle Jack, before he became a junkie,
Yeah.
dude was a total babe. He was a mega babe. Check this out.
I just can't believe it.
His older brother has like a... My older uncle has like a... He has this look. It's weird. It doesn't match none of the family. He almost looks like an Oriental. He looks like he
All
could
right.
be like Chinese or something.
Gotcha.
But both of my uncles have these weird eyes.
Dude,
They
I
have
can-
like the chink eyes. I
I
don't
can
know if you can say
fucking
that.
tell you came from poor stock, bro. There's no way.
But I didn't. I just got the poor qualities from all of them.
Right.
Like all of the bad stuff.
And maybe that's why I don't see like the babe in your dad.
I'm telling you, dude, my
because
dad
he's
was a
just
babe,
such a
dude.
piece of shit. I'm like, dude, there's no way this dude was ever hot.
So
no,
I-
he wasn't. I seen the Marine pictures.
Bro,
he wasn't.
Bro, he wasn't in the Marines. He was a
Navy,
Navy
whatever
guy.
he was. I seen the Army pictures.
But check this out. So I'm begging my sister for this photo album. She's like, I found it. She comes out. We eat dinner. We leave dinner. I meet up with her in her car. She's smoking, and I'm like, "Where's the photo album?" She pulls it out. It's my dad's photo album. So I'm seeing stuff of my grandfather. My grandfather, I do have stuff of him. Mega babe, dude. My grandfather, dude. We're talking about like Top Gun stuff. Like on the beach throwing the football like Tom Cruise.
I feel like your family album is a Playgirl magazine, bro.
Dude, it is. It is. It really is. Like, dude, I'm telling you.
Dude, we want to see it then. That's like another conspiracy. See, you've always been saying some bullshit.
Bro, it's hot people.
I saw an alien. My parents and shit were babes. Like,
Dude.
come on, dude. Why are you always lying?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Come on, dude. I know your dad, bro.
Dude,
I know your
my
dad.
dad was hot as fuck as a young boy. Dude, he was a hot boy.
Is it because he was or because you love little boys?
I don't love young boys. But my dad was like a hot dude. He was just like his dad. They were both like hot dudes. And I came out like this fucking monster. Like I was like,
I feel like
that's
your
why
dad-
they shipped me away. Because when I was born, they were like, look at this monster. Like send this thing to Toledo.
I feel
It was
like your
so bad.
dad's the type of dude who is fighting over who is the father of some bitch's child with his own father.
No. That was actually his brother.
Oh, they did that? That could happen with brothers, though. That's easy with brothers. Like,
my
same
dad's-
age, like all that shit.
Now check this out.
I did know
my-
a father and son who did that shit.
My uncle Richard, okay? My
What a
uncle
dick.
Richard.
What a fucking dick.
Dude, he looked like, could you imagine if what's the famous dude with the mega mustache?
Ron Jeremy?
No, not Ron Jeremy.
What? You gotta give me a little more info. There's a lot of dudes with.
He was a movie
good-
star. He was the biggest movie star.
Fucking Tom Selleck,
Burt
bro.
Reynolds.
There's no way.
He
No,
had-
Burt
he had-
Reynolds had a better mustache than Tom Selleck. Get the fuck out of my face, dude.
Tom Selleck, Burt Reynolds. Hold on, check this out. Check this out. Burt Reynolds. I'm about to pull up a picture of Burt Reynolds.
I used to always say that shit too. I got that Burt Reynolds mustache.
Dude. Now check this out. This was my Uncle Richard in the 70s, and 80s realm, right?
Yeah.
But let me actually go back.
I feel like Burt
Where-
Reynolds is not an attractive dude without a mustache, though.
Yeah, he
You
needs
put
the
him in a
mustache.
mustache,
That's why I pulled out. Okay, so check this out.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that.
Right
dude.
here. This is my Uncle Richard. But imagine Burt Reynolds is like a 6'7" gargantuan.
Okay.
With red hair.
Burt Reynolds with red hair.
Red hair. All this
Man,
with red hair.
I know from being a ginger my whole life, we don't get no love. So
Check
even if
this
he
out.
was beautiful, even if he was a babe, we ain't saying it. He's a redhead.
Dude, my Uncle Richard was always shunned as like not being a part of the family. They always thought that my grandmother was out fucking and had another child with somebody else. And nobody knows the true story in my whole family.
Okay.
Nobody knows if Uncle Richard he cut all of us off. I remember meeting my Uncle Richard when I was a little kid in the 90s.
You met him just one time. That's why you.
A few times.
That's why you think so highly of him because
No.
he abandoned you. You have abandonment issues,
My
like-
sister knows him very well, and she like gets in tears every time I bring him up.
Okay.
Because she was very close with Uncle
How
Rich.
well though? Because if your whole family's some babes, it may be hard to
Super rich.
control yourself.
Dude, she had a very strong relationship with Uncle Rich, and he abandoned all of us because of
Damn,
like
what a
the
dick.
because of the thing about like maybe he wasn't a part of the real family. And then he saw all of us, and he was like, look at all these babes, dude.
I know. He's like, I don't belong here. And one day he found a whole gang of gingers, and he was like, I know where I must.
he was like, dude, look at all these babes. And then I showed up in the 90s, and he met me, and he was like, this little fucking monster is not a part of none of this.
Yeah, he was like, you're adopted. Like, there's no way you have any of this bloodline. You see this fucking mustache?
He said this mustache is busted. Right. But like, dude, I got the mustache. That is the one thing that I got.
Dude, you do grow a beautiful mustache.
Beautiful.
Not gonna lie.
It's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. Like I like to bring the top down and let it flail in the wind.
What does bring the top down? What does that mean in mustache terms?
In your car. Like in your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like I bring down the top, and like usually people have their hair blown in the wind. It's my mustache, bro.
Damn.
My mustache flutters in the wind, bro, and it's beautiful.
I bet.
It's such a beautiful thing.
Sure, it probably flows in slow motion.
Dude.
Like a Creed concert is going on every time you fucking bust the top.
Bro.
Still, week 6 for like 2 beautiful people to have babies. That's just nuts.
All right. So, in further news, scientists found a kill switch in the body that can destroy any type of cancer. Page not found. Apparently, they found that.
Well, yeah, they needed to wipe that. Do you think it's crazy
it.
they could wipe whatever they want off the internet, but they couldn't get rid of like Kim Kardashian video or Paris Hilton when that shit was ruining their careers? But all of a sudden we can't see a Taylor Swift deep fake or a Drake fucking penis picture. Come on, bro.
Dude, for real.
You could scour the internet for that shit.
Drake got swiped, washed. Drake's dick got washed because I tried to pull it up.
That's
I was
what I'm
trying
saying.
to show that
you said you searched for it all day.
Dude, I did. And that was when the story broke.
I just have to say,
I was at work trying to find it.
I just have to say, it's pretty fucking gay that you searched for a dick all day. And then you're like, I'm transphobic. But you'll look at a dude's dick?
I had to.
Yeah, there it is, the gay bomb.
Look, there's a farmer facing prison for breeding massive mutant sheep by using testicles from a wild Asian beast. This is according to GBN News.
A sheep in the Scottish Highlands, dubbed Britain's loneliest sheep, may have to spend the winter alone after animal welfare chiefs said there's no plans to mount a rescue operation.
Yeah, the Scottish SPCA says the sheep that's been spotted living alone at the foot of a cliff for the past 2 years isn't in danger and has ample grazing.
Well, let's speak to farmer Gareth Wynne-Jones about this. And Gareth has his own sheep, so I'm sure he's feeling just as upset as I am about this. Gareth, how has this happened, do you think? How has this sheep ended up all by itself at the bottom of a cliff?
Gosh, I can't answer that question, but it looks like it's been a shipwreck or something, because they do travel on boats, so it could be a Robinson Crusoe falling off a boat, and they're quite good swimmers as well. This time of year, most probably, it'll be the safest time of year. We're dipping here today. We've dipped about 1,500 ewes today, and that's to make sure that they don't get problems with scabs and mites. And in the summer, it's the blue fly that lays the eggs, and that causes the maggots. So that sheep has gone through the most dangerous time. So maybe if it's got enough grazing and it's quite happily there, yeah, it could be shipwrecked there for the rest of its life, unless somebody fancies going over and making some mutton burgers and a nice woolly jumper out of it. Because yeah,
I didn't understand a word of what I just watched. Do you understand?
So like they had this Asian breed of sheep, and this is what you see in the corner over here. It's like it's a weird sheep because you see how the cotton. I guess it's not cotton. What is it? Wool? That's wool.
You said the cotton.
The wool is it's different than what we have in American sheep because it's
I
not
can tell.
on its belly.
Okay. But is the sheep stuck there? Because I didn't understand that about the story.
Well,
They said
he
you
was
were on your own.
He was mixing the breeding, and they were saying that it's a problem because he's mixing the breeds of 2 different continents of sheep. But isn't that what we do with all animals?
Well, that's what we do with ourselves too. Like
ourselves.
All like race and things like that are all going to be eradicated after hundreds of years.
For
because
sure.
we do at this point in our society, we do do a lot of interracial mixing, and matching and things. So eventually we'll all be one color, and then what are they going to do?
That is what they say. Check this out, dude. This is I'm very interested in this. Are you familiar with the Curse of Oak Island?
I feel like wasn't there a show?
Yes.
Okay, I watched maybe an episode of it, and I don't remember what it's about or anything. So fill me in real quick. Give me a dialogue.
The Curse of Oak Island is so they say that the Vikings showed up to America first.
They did.
When they showed up to America, they founded America first.
Yep.
And they came here with treasure before the Italians showed up.
Okay.
Because Christopher Columbus was an Italian. Italians first showed up here, and then they brought the Europe, and
the Europeans.
They brought Europe, and we conquered. But Vikings were here a couple hundred years before that, and they showed up and they left signs. And they went to this place up in Maine, somewhere in near upper state New York or something.
Yeah.
And they had this area where they showed up and they docked boats and they buried treasure. And these people have found historical record that suggested it. So they located the area and they've been digging for decades. I'm telling you, 20 years. 20, 30, maybe 50 years.
And what did they find after all that time?
Dude, they keep on coming across booby traps in this hole.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Dude, it's crazy. It's really wild. There's TV shows about it and everything.
Yeah, I know.
They keep on trying to get down there. Once you get to where the treasure is, a booby trap comes out, it floods the hole. So then it ruins their whole operation. They have to restart from scratch.
I think that's real. I mean, it could be real. I think it's real. It's just
so
for
check
TV,
this
though?
out. The Curse of Oak Island, the team digs up original depositor work at the bottom of the garden shaft.
Why does that dude look like Bob Saget, though?
Oh, shit. Is this conspiracy
that shit looks like
conspiracy?
You. That's you.
Bro, that is me. This is what I might be doing in 50 years.
Yep.
Or maybe 20.
Digging up booby traps.
I'm getting old. It's 20 years.
Yeah, you don't think you have that much of a lifespan?
This weekend, the Curse of Oak Island... The guys dated 2 artifacts from the garden shaft as original depositor items, as a new expert explained how the Vikings may have aided the Templar Knights in bringing treasures to the island. The Dumas Minor guys pulled up a series of old-looking beams from 100 feet below the ground at the bottom of the garden shaft. The team had assumed these were a part of a tunnel, however, they did not find the tunnel-shaped structure.
100-foot beams.
All right, this is Shawnee Flowers from Monsters and Critics here with Reality Steve, the Bachelor spoiler king. Everybody knows you. We love you. We follow your spoilers. And you've been right more than you've been wrong. So I have to give you props for that. My first question for you today is actually about the season spoilers that, you got wrong. First, I wanted to commend you because you absolutely took ownership of it, even though obviously it wasn't your mistake per se. Can you just tell us a little bit about how that all happened and, how you figured it out?
Yeah, it's really weird, obviously, because I never see any spoiler I've given for the last 15 years is not firsthand. I don't witness anything with my own 2 eyes. So I'm only as good as what my sources tell me. And for the most part, as you said, it's my track record speaks for itself. I've been right way more than I've been wrong.
Bro.
And for this particular situation,
that has to do with I don't think that has to do with the show, with this.
I didn't understand what was going on. So
that was The Bachelor. I have no idea. Okay, hold on.
You don't watch The Bachelor?
So these are the... No, I don't. I've been watching Love on the Spectrum.
Is that the one where they give people the rose?
Yeah.
Love on the Spectrum is kind of weird. I watched Dude,
it's good.
The first
it's
season.
Very good.
It's kind of funny. Like,
it's really good.
I wish I can do that on dates and people will just like me. I think
teared
I
up.
should date on the spectrum.
Me too. I teared up. I teared up to a couple of them. There's this dude, Michael, that I'm loving the spectrum. we're deviating from the point of the show.
We're just going wild. Our format is coming this summer. We're just talking about whatever right now.
Let me just move on.
Yeah.
They found stuff. Look up the fucking...
Love on the Spectrum obviously makes dudes cry. Well, it makes chicks cry because I didn't cry to it.
Remember a couple weeks ago when I was telling you about this new female craze about Stanley Cups?
Yes.
So the thing that blew it up is what I told you. A woman's car blew up. She had a Stanley Cup. There was still ice on it. Or in the cup when her car burnt down.
Okay.
The company that her car was owned by, just offered her a new car, brand new car.
But why?
Because they felt bad because Stanley was getting all of the flack for the cup. The cup survived, the car didn't, and they're like, "Well, let us give you a new car," because there was like obviously something.
But who can make a car who can last through a fire? Let's be real. That's just a cup.
But isn't that kind of cool?
Dude, I think it's cool. Like anybody, like
Look,
if you get a free car.
This is what blew up Stanley Cups.
Oh yeah.
It was on fire yesterday. Still has ice in it.
Hey Danielle, my name is Terrence Riley. I'm the president of Stanley. And we've all seen your video. Wow, what an ordeal. And we're all really glad you're safe. Thanks for sharing the video because, wow, it really shows how our Stanleys are built for life. Because what it went through with you, I couldn't think of a better example of our product's quality.
Dude, you
But
couldn't
anyway,
get better
we're
promotion.
glad you're
This
safe.
dude is like
For real.
I've seen a lot of
fucking
comments
licking
that
his
we should
chops
send you
right
some
now.
Stanleys.
Genius.
Well, we're
Yeah.
going to send you some Stanleys. But there's one more thing. We've never done this before.
I thought it was
and
the
we'll
manufacturer.
Probably never do it again. But we'd love to replace your vehicle.
There you go.
It was Stanley.
Looks like
oh
that
my God.
makes
So,
that manufacturer look
Dude, it does, because I thought the story, when I found this story earlier, I thought it was the manufacturer of her vehicle got her a new car because they were salty about the Stanley shit.
Yeah.
No, it was Stanley that said, "We're going to get you a car." Because
How
you
could
just
you
promoted
not?
us so
Yeah,
strong.
Think about how much money they made off just that. That's like a
Genius.
free advertisement.
Mega money.
They're spending thousands
Dude, I
of
showed
dollars
you
on
the
their
videos.
advertisements. They're
I
like,
showed
dude,
you the videos of the girls in Target when the Valentine's Stanley came out, and they swarmed it like
Yeah.
bees in a hive.
Yeah. But can I buy Stanley Cups and just start printing them myself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it has to be a Stanley Cup though.
Well, yeah, of course, it has
what's
to be the
weird is that
Stanley.
It started before Stanley because Yeti was the thing for a while.
Yeah.
I have a Yeti cup. I use it. It has my name engraved into it. But I got that after the Stanley craze because people are like, companies are trying to catch up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're trying to get in with the craze. You lost.
But what do those companies have that, like, say, an off-brand company wouldn't have? Because the technology is already there for that company.
It was already there. I don't know
Okay.
why Stanley hit. It was probably because of this video.
I would think so,
of the
too.
girl's
Like,
car.
You see that shit last through a fire, you're like, hell yeah. Cold cup, still holds ice.
Imagine if she had like the Yeti.
Yeah.
'Cause she was like, "Oh, my car burnt down, and my whole neighborhood burnt to ashes."
Yeah, then Yeti
but
would
my
be buying her
Yeti,
new
but
car.
my Yeti cup still has ice in it. And Yeti would be crazy
And
right now.
would a Yeti cup last? Now that we know that
They all
Stanley
do.
Cup does.
It's the same thing.
So it was just like hitting the lottery almost.
It is.
With that. You
It
know what
is.
I'm saying? Like, oh, this show
One
is
in a
our
million
product.
chance.
Yeah. Okay. That's
It's
cool.
crazy.
I'd buy that bitch a car too.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll buy you 2 cars.
You just put me on.
Right? They're like, we're also going to send you a couple free cups. Cost us 10 cents to make.
All right. So in lieu with what we've been talking about all episode, dad
lieu.
of woman who accidentally slept with half brother had no remorse over the situation.
Dude, that shit's becoming super relevant. Like, why? I feel like they're trying to trend that. Like, with, like, you know, at first it was like, on the internet it was stepsisters, you know, and all that, trying to brainwash you into that. Now they're, like, putting it into, like, mainstream media and, like...
This is a different situation.
But it's still the same, right? Because it's still family type affairs.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're doing that with pedophiles too, to tell you the truth.
So this girl right here, what is her name? I can't remember this woman's name. This girl in high school, she hooked up with this dude. She was adopted, or she had a surrogate mother. In high school, she hooks up with this dude. Later on in her life, this dude texts her back, and he's like, "Yo, we used to talk. You were my girlfriend in high school. It turns out you're my sister."
Oh shit!
They both look into it. It turns out that their father was a sperm donor, like a mega. Have you seen that movie with Vince Vaughn?
I don't think so.
You Are the Father, I think it's called.
I never saw anything.
Dude, there's this movie with Vince Vaughn where he's just like, he finds a way to get money. He's like, oh, I could jerk off and get money and fucking just blow loads and get a check. I need money. So he starts like just filling this.
Is that a viable business plan? Because, dude, I could probably fill a couple cups a day.
Yeah, dude.
No problem.
Dude, I could fill a couple cups in one day. Dude, so fucking this chick's dad, he's going to this clinic and he's donating sperm. It's just like the Vince Vaughn movie. They're using strictly his sperm a lot.
Yeah.
They're using a ton of it to make surrogate children.
They probably tested and they're probably like, this is like good, this is gonna make a lot of babies. Let's go
check
with this
out.
dude.
She
He's
says her
very
sperm
fertile.
She says her sperm donor father, a fertility doctor, fathered at least 23 children who for a long time didn't know he was their father, with another of his kids saying he showed no remorse when she confronted him about the situation.
I mean, I'll just put it out there. I mean, I was intimate with my half brother.
I'll just put it out there.
No.
It's just
We didn't know. Yeah.
Dude, her stepbrother was smashing.
Yeah, but look at the look on her face of like disgust. What would you do about that? That's something you couldn't help anyway.
Does that make you a half brother though? Because you're from the sperm, but you have completely different parents. Because you have surrogate
But it's
mother.
still the same sperm. I think once it comes down to the same sperm, it's fine. Like it is like relatable in some faction because it is same DNA. It's DNA, right?
It is DNA.
So they share the same DNA. So
Have you ever looked up what the statistics on inbreeding?
On accident?
On purpose?
I haven't. I mean, why would I look that up?
I've heard it in podcasts and all kinds of shit, and then I looked it up myself. So they say that when you inbreed with your mother or your father, no matter the gender or whatever, which it has to do with gender.
Yeah.
So like say you're the daughter that inbreeds with the father or the son that inbreeds with the mother.
Okay.
The statistics say that that you would have a bad baby off of that less than if you are brother and sister.
Well,
if you're brother and sister, the inbreeding becomes, the statistic jumps up a little bit on having like a retarded kid or whatever. But it actually, when you look at the statistic, it's not much. It's like a 2%.
I was just gonna say though, my point was gonna be, look at like the Rothschilds, which they say are majorly inbred. Like
Europe, all of the kings and queens of Europe.
Yeah, and if you think about it, you watch like shows about like that era.
Yeah,
and like it's always full of like inbreeding and all that kind of shit, dude, for no reason. I'm like, oh, that's weird they put that in there, but maybe, I don't know.
But they put like a big kibosh
Your
on
family's a bunch of babes. This is why we're talking about this. You're like really thinking about it hard, dude. I don't know, dude.
It's episode 69, bro.
It's hard to resist these babes out here, even if they're family. Like
episode 69 is going on with a blast, bro. A cum blast.
Fuck yeah, all over your family's face.
Victoria Hill. was left traumatized after she inadvertently committed incest with her high school boyfriend.
Well, like, if you go back to look at her face exactly where you paused it right after she said, I accidentally slept with my
this
family.
right here?
Yeah. And, like, just as soon as she said, she's like, so I accidentally slept with my half-brother. And she's like, just like the look on her face of disgust. And it's like, what would you do about that, though? If they told you, like, 10 years later, how much later is this?
And that's what that was, because it was her high school boyfriend. And
But that's what I'm saying. So it had to be.
She found out when she was 23. So when they were in high school, they were like 16.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's say.
So after that, what do you do about that?
7 years later.
Right.
7 years later, what do you do?
And why would you go on a news station and talk about it or go on an interview? What is it?
Yeah,
Who is this
I
chick?
don't know. I wouldn't.
They just found some random chick like Jerry Springer was in town.
Bro, I wouldn't. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I wouldn't even make a bit about that.
Right?
It would be the deepest secret in the world. It would be like Michael Jackson about fucking kids.
In 2024, it's irrelevant because I feel like we're in fucking crazy town right now.
It is crazy town.
Nothing is off the table.
Nothing's
right
off
now.
limits.
And you can't be like, oh, I'm offended by that, or I don't agree with that. Then they'll be like, oh, you're hating on me, and you must accept me. You know,
Will,
I'm like,
will people accept it? Will people come out and be like, yo, dude, this has actually been going on for a little while. There's a podcast that I found called Your Mom's House.
Yeah.
There was a thing that they found where a mother and a son became married, and she was like, yo, how would you feel about dating your mom? And they ended up dating and fucking, and they were acting like it was normal. And
but was it like, mom your whole life, or like,
yeah.
all of a sudden I show up on your doorstep and I'm like, hi, Mom.
I think it was a doorstep thing.
Because I feel like that may be a little more like of a different situation where I'm like, all right, I could see that. But like, if you grew up with your mom
but they made it in a relationship after they found out they were mother and son.
Yeah, they already knew.
Like, she questioned him. She was like, how would you feel about dating your mother? And he was like, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm down.
Because like, there's no history between them. If it's like you're showing up on, like,
does history make the difference?
Your long lost child shows up on your door and is like, hey, Mom, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't have a
sudden,
history with my mom. Do you think I could just show up and hook up
do
with
you
my
want
mom?
to? I feel like
No.
this keeps taking a weird turn towards your family stuff. I don't know what kind of issues you're doing.
No, not at all. I'm just bringing up the hard-hitting questions.
You're just testing the water, tipping your toes.
This is a hard-hitting questions, like CNN.
Dude, it's impossible to resist babes, even if they're your family.
Dude, babes. No, my mom's not a babe anymore. I can say that.
Well, yeah. But like, say you don't know your mom. You know your mom though. You've seen her. Like, you know her. Like, was there ever some strange chemistry?
No.
And say you showed up. Say all of a sudden, like, you didn't have your mom your whole life, and you showed up. Fucking Margot Robbie answered the door.
Dude, Margot
like,
Robbie.
Hi, Mom.
Margot Robbie
Would
is
that
a
be your
different
thing?
question.
I
That's
don't
a different
no,
thing.
but is it?
It's a different thing.
You said you'd get AIDS for her. Like,
Margot Robbie's a different thing.
but say you grew up with Margot Robbie, would
Dude,
she be the same amount of hotness as you think she is?
Eminem has a famous line. Okay. Eminem.
Yeah. So it
He
must
says-
be good. Like,
he says,
we must love it.
He says, sorry, Puff. I don't care if this chick was my own mother. I'll still come inside her with no rubber and have a son and a new brother at the same time and say that it ain't mine. What's my name? I am Slim Shady. He's talking about J-Lo.
Right. Which, I guess, like, J-Lo's
That's the
alright,
same
but-
situation. So if Margot Robbie was my mother, it's going down. It's going down, bro.
All right.
My mom is nowhere close to Margot Robbie. She's a babe. She used to be a babe.
I've never
but
had a
she
celebrity crush that hard. I will just tell you that. Like,
Margot Robbie?
I don't see it like you do, I guess.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, now you gotta show everybody, like, this is what a woman looks like. I don't know.
First, I'd get up and fight with Naomi about whatever it is I did the night before. Next was Esteem, so I could sweat out the drugs still in my system.
Will we get hit for this, like trademark shit?
Sorry about what he said.
And you know something else, Daddy?
If that's your mom.
It's just so sick.
If that's
Mommy is just so sick of not having no attention in this house.
Wearing panties.
I don't want to wear panties no more. Now look, this is Margot Robbie. Look at this.
I understand.
Look at this.
She's decided to throw them all away.
Mom's getting hit.
So
hard.
You say in some cases,
Mom's getting hit hard.
Well, I just want to like really rationalize what you're saying and like try to comprehend it. You're saying
if this was my mom right here, I'm diving deep.
What if she was making your snacks every day, your lunches every day and shit, and sending you on the bus? I don't think you'd look at your family the same way.
If that was my mom, dude,
I've never been in that situation. I can't say we all don't have Margot Robbies.
This is the hottest chick on the planet.
You think so? You say that, and I understand. I think attractive. I don't know. I think she looks like.
Bro, have you ever fucked a chick that hot?
Well, probably a lot of people haven't. I've never banged an 80s beer can model or whatever.
I've
like
never
Bud Light, she'd be standing with Spuds McKenzie. That's that chick.
Bro, when it comes compared to Margot Robbie, I've probably only hit a 7.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong.
10. She's a 10, maybe 11. She's off of the Richter scale.
I'm just saying, I think you hold her on a higher like pedestal because the media tells you to.
Dude, I would suck 500 farts to get to her pussy.
All right. I guess that's what you want to do.
I would drink her piss for breakfast.
All right. I'm not saying you can't do that.
That's the hottest chick in the world.
Yeah.
In the world.
Okay.
Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
Just look at her. I feel like
listen to her how she talks in the Jersey accent too.
Well, you just look at that.
Look at him. Look at even Leo. He's like, you're 36 in the scene, but I understand.
But still, I have to say that, like,
look at that.
You said a lot of things, but when it comes down to that being your mom, somebody who's made your lunch every day, who's made sure you got up, got your shit, when it's like a maternal thing, like, you think that's still like that would be an attractive woman? Like, or you wouldn't be like, there's a lot more in depth than that.
Maybe I don't fully understand that because I never actually was raised in a normal household.
Gotcha. You never had a mom.
I didn't have
so
dad
like,
and mom.
Hell yeah. Like, I'll get some moms.
Yeah. Like, dude, if my mom was Margot Robbie, I'm diving deep.
Hell yeah.
I'm diving in. Head first. I'm going back where I came out of.
I don't know. You can't. If it's your... show your fucking mom some respect. That's awesome. How you gonna do your mom dirty like that?
I don't know. Like, my mom used to be like, I used to have the photo album. I've been I've been trying to get my hands on the photo album. My mom was like, okay, she wasn't Margot Robbie.
Okay,
nowhere even close. My mom was like a 5 in comparison.
I don't know, because I could show you like chicks right now that I could probably be like, this chick looks kind of like Margot Robbie, like in real life.
Close to Margot Robbie, not even.
Have we seen? Can we look up Margot Robbie no makeup? Because that's gonna be the true dude. There's some chicks out here I see, like I'm like, that's a hot chick, and then all of a sudden they'll take off their makeup and it's all like just a farce. So like it's easy to fake beauty, you know what I'm saying? So it's always, a lottery.
Oh, I think it's
wiped because you can't see it. All right, and still all right. Like, I'm not lying,
dude,
but like,
she's hot.
Without the makeup though, like you don't think that's like.
It changes it a little bit.
If that chick was making your PB and J's, like that's a mom, dude.
Yeah, that kind of is like a trailer park mom.
That's what I'm saying,
I'm gonna
dude.
give you that.
Yeah.
I guess the movie did inflate her a little bit.
I'm trying to say, like, when they like media, like anything in media mainstream, like they dress everything up so nice.
Yeah.
And that's not reality.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should be talking about banging your mom if she was Margot Robbie.
I don't know. I mean, dude, this chick's still fucking super hot.
Oh, don't get me wrong, but on that, without the makeup, I feel like
It does make a difference.
Chicks like that, you know what I'm
It
saying?
does make a difference. A
Right.
major difference.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you got a good point there. That is crazy. I never thought of looking that up. But come on, bro. Like,
Did I ruin your day? You're like, dude, I'll never bang my mom now. Fuck
dude,
that,
I gotta
babe.
stop jacking off to Margot Robbie.
I know, but you gotta have something to jerk off to now that you lost your family album.
I hate you so much. Oh, we went way over time. Hold on. Let me jump into our videos for today. Damn, I fucked up.
Hey, we went over time, but I feel like we made a breakthrough.
You bet.
Fuck you.
Nene before you get a whooping. You bet.
Dude, so check this out. This is a parenting video. This guy is punishing his child into dancing.
Okay.
Nene before you
With
get
a
a
belt?
whooping.
That's how my dad used to do it.
You bet. You better hit the nene before you get a whooping. Nene, hurry up.
The crispiest nene anybody's ever seen in their
Oh,
life.
yeah, when you're about to get whooped up, dude, you hit that on
Dude.
point every time.
Dude, I wish that my uncles or my grandmother would have been like, yo, hit the crip walk.
Yeah, right, because you wanted to kill it. You were like, dude, I would impress the fuck out of them right now.
You better hit the nene before you get a whooping.
Look at this. The crispiest
hurry
nene
up.
you ever seen. Dude, oh my God.
So I do that shit all night. I ain't getting a whooping.
Have you ever mosh pitted?
Of course. Stage dived, all that. Oh, yeah.
What's the worst thing you've seen in a mosh pit?
In a mosh pit? I've seen people throw chairs, like lawn chairs in mosh pits. Like the white, like lawn chairs.
Yeah.
And, dude, I can tell you some shit about some mosh pits.
Dude, check out this mosh.
Wait, it bounced
Did
off?
you miss it?
Well, it had to be Slipknot. So he hit it and it bounced off of his face. That's not a mosh pit, though.
It was a fake mosh.
That's the clown from Slipknot, and some asshole like fucking hit himself in the face with the fucking.
Well, he hit the beer keg with
Yeah, and
a
it bounced off.
baseball bat and it ricocheted.
He did it on rhythm though. That was nice. Dun dun dun.
Have you ever met somebody with face issues that you were like, I want to stay away from this?
What do you mean? What kind of face issues?
Check this out.
All right.
Shaving?
Yeah.
That ain't shaving, bro.
I went to the doctors and everything, bro.
You better go back to the doctors.
I went to the doctors and everything. I know it looks.
Bruh, that's not shaving. Where, you still got hair on your shit?
I swear to God, dude, I was shaving.
Come on. You listen, you ain't got to lie to me. What's the real outcome?
I fell asleep on the bathroom floor, right?
Yeah.
I woke up and I had a bump right here and a bump right here.
That don't sound like shaving.
Well, I ain't shaving never again.
Right.
Now, check this out. When I watched this video, I went through the comments and I was reading a lot of stuff, and people were saying that they had this reaction because they shaved with a rusty razor.
That does happen, but that's razor bumps. That looks a lot different than that.
Dude, his whole fucking mouth
And now I do get like
was ripped up like herpes style.
Right.
And that's what the guy was like alluding to. He was like, that ain't shaving, bro. That's herpes.
I do get cold sores like every once in a while or whatever. and
Like
my
this?
lip will swell up.
Where
but
it
like,
controls your whole lip?
where it's like a bunch of them all like clustered. That's probably something else.
Dude, his whole lip is
Bruh,
open.
That's not shaving.
And he's touching it.
No, like when you get cold sores and stuff, your lip does swell up. But what his problem is, he has all of this like all over the side of his face.
Yeah.
All those other ones. Like when it's more than one, that might be a problem, dude. I think it's time to go like.
That's herpes.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean,
I ain't
cold
shaving
sores
never
are a form of herpes
ain't
too.
shaving
I think
never
everybody
again.
actually has like a form of like
They say that.
herpes, you know,
HPV.
simplex or whatever. It just depends on if it's like
They say everybody's got
STD,
HPV.
like yeah.
Everybody's got herpes.
Well, yeah, like 1 in 4 people or
but
whatever.
like it gets exposed through like certain things. And it was weird. When I was reading through the comments, people were like saying, yo, I had a reaction like this through a dirty razor. Dude, I saw all kinds of people saying it was dirty razors.
Well,
like
I think,
hundreds of people said it was their dirty razor.
I don't know why it doesn't happen.
I never had that. And I've used razors for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because if you shave other body parts with dirty razors and stuff, that kind of shit does like kind of pop up like rashes or like burns and things.
I've had like the.
Because if you shave
with the dirty razor, have you gotten like the goosebumps and shit like that? Like the bumps?
Yeah.
Where like your hair follicle is raised?
Yeah.
That's not that.
That's like an ingrown hair though.
This dude's mouth is falling off. Like what the fuck?
Is it though? Because you can't really see it. The video is very bad. It could be anything, really.
Hold on. Look at that.
I thought he got punched in his face though, and that could be.
Dude, his mouth is open from this corner all the way to past the halfway point.
Yeah.
And it's all over his cheek over here, like he was eating pussy from the side.
He could have been. I mean, I do. That's a move.
You only eat it from the side?
No, I eat it from every angle.
What if it was your sibling?
I don't know if it's your sibling, maybe.
Check this out. Reinventive ways of building energy.
Okay.
Have you ever thought of like inventions on how we can make energy out of what's natural?
Okay. I have.
Dude, I saw this video and I never thought of this one. This is very genius and it's coming out in the next couple of years.
This buoy-shaped device is changing the way we harness the power of waves. Anchored to the seabed, Core Power Ocean's C4 dances with the ocean's rhythm. Each wave's motion propels a pump, creating a pressure differential that spins a generator, producing clean electricity. This energy journeys from sea to shore, promising a future powered by the planet's most abundant resource. Despite the ocean's fury, the C4 stands resilient, its storm protection mechanism ensuring reliability in the harshest conditions. Thanks to wave spring technology, the C4 syncs with the sea's pulse, amplifying its power output and proving that even the wildest waves can be tamed for energy. And now, Core Power Ocean has announced a breakthrough with its C4 wave energy converter at the Aguacadura site in Portugal. This first commercial-scale device has not only demonstrated its ability to withstand extreme storm conditions but also its efficiency in regular sea states. Achieving key milestones, including successful power export to the grid and implementation of automated control and monitoring, the C4's breakthrough paves the way for wave energy's global adoption.
It's amazing.
Well, yeah. Like, does it have any effect on the ecosystem or anything?
Nothing. It's
All
a
right,
buoy.
So, like, wind power, you know what I'm saying? Like, that be killing eagles and shit and,
Yeah,
like, killing birds.
This is...
Like, that seems like a surefire way to create energy without having all, like, you know...
We should have buoy farms.
Without having Greta Thunberg on our asses, you know what I'm saying?
Buoy farms, bro. That, dude, when I saw that, it blew my mind because...
I know, me too, a little bit when I was watching it.
That's the first thing I thought was, like, wind farms that is... Dude, not only that, we just covered a story about 2 months ago about them 2 kids at the top where they're trying to replace like a light bulb or something. They got stuck at the top and the wind farm or the windmill blew up and they had to jump to their death and the one dude stayed up there and burned alive.
We didn't talk about that.
You weren't here for that?
Maybe that was other dude. I don't know. We never talked about that. I remember that story.
Dude, these guys went up to maintenance a windmill.
Yeah.
They went up there and there was 2 young kids. There was a 23-year-old and like a 30-year-old. And the one dude was like, they hugged each other. There's video. Dude hugged him and he was like, I'm jumping, dude. Like I'm not gonna die like this.
Right.
He jumps, dies. The other dude stayed up there and just burnt to death.
Damn.
And you won't have that with a buoy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the effects would be because you'd have to wait to see it until it was actually a thing.
Yeah,
I
guess
feel like
you're
it's
right.
always something. They'll always tell you something like, this thing's coming down and smashing fucking sharks or something.
Yeah.
Triggered the felony that it allowed them to be able
Oh my God.
That's 48 years.
check this out. Joe Rogan has this guy on his show.
Okay.
That got out of prison because he was falsely accused.
Okay.
And he was in prison for a long time over an accusation, supposedly.
What
of
accusation?
Like murder or something like that.
gotcha.
He had like a life term. Joe Rogan, he gets out of prison through this project. Like there's all of these like different projects that will help you get out of prison if you're falsely accused.
Yeah.
This dude gets out. He turns out to be fucking what he was accused of.
Nah, what happened?
And he was on Joe Rogan's show. Dude, this dude did an interview with Joe Rogan.
Okay.
It triggered the felony that it allowed them to be able to sentence.
That's 48-year-old Sheldon Johnson being walked off in handcuffs, yelling to reporters that he didn't do what cops say he did.
He said innocent again the second time.
Criminal possession of a weapon. That's Johnson appearing on the popular Joe Rogan podcast, talking about his efforts to reform himself and help other kids detach themselves from gang life, a job he's uniquely qualified for after spending 25 years in prison for attempted murder.
Prison does two things to you. It brings out the best or it brings out the worst.
But police say this is also him, here on Summit Avenue Tuesday night, carrying cleaning supplies and a full black garbage bag in and out of this building.
Damn,
when
got rid of
police
his
entered the
girlfriend.
apartment, they found a man's torso and a foot inside a bin.
Nice.
Law enforcement sources say after seeing Johnson on surveillance footage, they searched his apartment and found the victim's legs, arms, and head.
Why did you take that shit home?
Dude, what the fuck? And Joe Rogan hasn't brought this up since it happened.
I wouldn't either, man. Like, that's bad publicity.
You have to. You have to. He was on your show, bro.
Like, address that. Like, oh, this guy was on our show. Sorry we gave you false information.
And dismembering people in his apartment.
Jesus.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, just a little. I mean, the crazy part would not be all the other shit. The crazy part would be like, why do you take that much home? Like, you want like
he killed him in his apartment, like Jeffrey Dahmer style.
But yeah, but you want a piece of memorabilia. I get it, but you're keeping legs and arms.
No, he wasn't keeping it. He was transporting it because he left with the bag that had like parts in it.
Yeah,
he was slowly getting rid of the parts.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, spread it
throughout
out.
the
Yes,
city.
they can't tell, which is probably pretty smart, dude.
It is smart.
Pretty morbid, but smart.
But he was one of the advocates that was like, yeah, I could get kids out of jail. You know what I'm saying? People that didn't do the crime. You know what I'm saying?
Regular Ted Bundy.
Dude, for real.
What's going on, man?
I was charging my phone.
What else were you doing?
Taking this dead body home.
Was charging my phone.
What else were you doing?
Nothing.
What else were you doing?
Was he jerking off? What was he
still
doing?
got the evidence. Your pants are still unzipped. What else were you doing?
Shit, I knew it. It's always dude jerking off.
Listen. Thinking about going to the bathroom. You know you're in the police department, right?
Yes, sir.
So you know there's camera.
This guy's in the lobby of a police department and he's waiting for people.
Yeah, and he just pulls his dick out.
Just starts beating his shit.
Why not, dude? You got time to wait. At the police department, they always keep you waiting so long, man. I feel him, man. Well, he feels him.
He's just looking at pictures of Margot Robbie.
Yeah, right. He couldn't help himself. He was listening to that last bit, like segment.
Everywhere, right? So, you want to tell me again what were you doing? Or I'll just put you in handcuffs and take you to jail for checking in my lobby?
No, sir.
Why would you decide to come to the police department to relieve yourself?
I thought you guys like to fucking party. My bad.
Stand up, put your hands behind your back.
I'm sorry, sir. I need to leave.
You're going to stand up and put your
I'm
hands
gonna
behind your
leave
back.
now.
Yeah, he's
no,
like,
you wait.
I'm just gonna leave now.
No, you're not.
Put your hands behind your back.
Well, and I have to wonder what the thought process is to where like you've just done that and then you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave now. I think that was just a mistake.
Yeah.
Thank you for dealing with my therapy session.
I was waiting here for my divorce papers.
Yeah.
What makes you think you could just jack off in, dude, a public place, let alone a police station?
But I do also have to side with the dude because like, chicks don't mind whipping their tits out, everything. Like, when are dudes just gonna be like, all right, we're just gonna slang dick? You know what I'm saying?
How often do you hear the story of a chick diddling herself in the fucking
But if we
public
did hear,
place?
if we did hear of a chick, if you showed me a chick right now diddling herself, as you say, in the police station,
I only know one
dude, I'm
story
watching
of that. I only know one story of that.
Okay. Are you gonna?
There was a chick in like Florida or something. She was in the Keys and she was on the beach and she diddled herself under a towel.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
Under a beach towel. And then she
But you heard
somebody called the police on her because they were at a local bar that was like, I don't know, 50 yards from where she was on the beach. And then they looked to her purse, they found dildos and stuff, and they arrested her for it. But she was like, yo, I was out here at the beach by myself. There wasn't nobody around.
Yeah.
That's not like this.
That's kind of what he's saying. He's like, oh, you guys were here?
There's never a chick in a police department just diddling herself in the lobby.
At least we haven't heard about it yet. I'm sure
Dude,
things
it
go on.
doesn't
Crazy
happen.
shit happens all the time.
Girls are horny. They're super horny, but they don't. They have access to dick, and this dude
just like a plethora.
They have a plethora of dick, so they
it's
don't.
Major competition out here. It's not competition.
This
let's be
dude's an
real.
incel.
But why? Why would he come to the police station to do it though?
He just.
I feel like he's just drunk and out of his mind.
He forgot where he was.
Do you remember we were at okay, so we're at the Towers, right? Let's just say.
Yeah, the Towers.
And do you remember that dude? Like he got wasted. He stood up and whipped his dick out and just started pissing all over our friend's apartment.
No.
You don't remember when that happened?
No.
And I was like, whoa.
I remember the Towers and I remember the parties there.
I was like, whoa, put that shit away. And he's like, whatever. And he's just standing there like, you know, Superman, like with his arms on his side, like
in the living room.
Yeah, in the living room, just peeing everywhere.
No,
swear to God. And then he passed out. So we picked him up and we took him. We put him down on that couch that was like in the lobby of the apartment building.
Shut up.
Yeah, and we just like left him there because he was a dick and he pissed all over our dude's apartment.
Did he keep peeing in the lobby?
No, I don't know what he did in the lobby. I don't give a shit.
What was this guy's first name?
We only met him that one time. You won't know him. He's like a straight hood dude. Like, think about the dude from Don't Be Drinking, Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah,
like while drinking your juice or whatever. You know, like
Crazy Legs.
Yeah, with the two little like fucking braids or whatever. Like that dude. Should I wear the slippers, the Uzi, or should I wear, you know what I'm saying? Like that dude. Like he looked kind of like that dude. And
he was just pissing all through the Towers apartment.
He was sitting on a lawn chair because there was no furniture in that bitch at all. A lawn chair, maybe.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And just sitting in the lawn chair, just fucking got up.
No, dude.
Didn't piss himself because he just whipped that shit out. I was like, woo.
Dude, I do have pictures from the balcony of that apartment.
Oh yeah, there'd be like 20 people on that bitch.
Yeah,
I would sit like on a little ledge like by the door.
Band practice out there, dude.
Yeah, like and just like be sitting out there, 20 people out there. I'd be sitting on the ledge like y'all are dumb. If this shit goes down, I'm still sitting on the ledge. Like,
yeah, dude.
Because I've never seen a sliding door like that either.
Yeah, me neither.
Where it was like almost like a bay window. It was like 3 feet off the floor.
Yeah.
You know, and you just step out into the.
Yeah, dude.
I always thought that was weird.
Now, unfortunately, I have the task of reviewing video to see whether or not you're actually going to jail. You're just detained right now.
He said, I have to review the video. I just have to see it for myself. He does it in private.
We about to watch you jack off, bro.
Right.
So what does that have to do with what's going on right now?
Do you think he was beaten like a full-on T-ness?
See, I don't know because we didn't see. But also, like, he just looks very out of it. Like,
was he hard or was he T-nessed up?
I don't know. Like, you want to know that much about it?
I do.
I don't care.
Was he trying to work one up, or was he like, you know how
like the cop's mad because he only got to see a dude jerk off a limp dick?
Well, have you ever been like so soft and you know that you're about to leave, you gotta like file out this paperwork, but you're about to meet up with somebody and you gotta work one up?
Yes.
So you're like, you gotta get prepped.
And that ain't
Have you
happening.
ever
I can't
prepped?
do it like that.
Have you ever prepped?
I don't need to prep. I don't feel like.
I've prepped.
I feel like I'm like pushing like past 40 now. And I feel like I still don't have a problem. Like everybody else I know, they're like, yeah, we need boner pills, we need all this. I feel like I don't even need that.
Dude,
man.
I never tried one yet. And I just had a buddy at work. He offered me, he has spinal problems from fighting. And he said that he has problems when he's fucking with his spine.
I feel like
So
dudes
if
with lower back problems probably have, because you're
Yeah.
like pushing from that area.
And
like
he
even
said
like
if he pops a Viagra, it doesn't even help his dick. It helps the blood flow to his spine so that he can manage through a sex
nice.
section.
So he gets to have like a natural
regular
erection.
session.
Yeah, like hell yeah, dude.
A regular session.
That's all right.
And I was like, let me get one of them pills, bro, because I've done every drug. I've done all of the drugs.
Yes.
I've never done the dick drug.
I never have either. It's crazy.
And I'm familiar. I want to get familiar because I've been hearing about honey packs. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not.
Dude, people
are you about to sponsor a product right now on our show?
Dude, I wish. I wish. Because I've been hearing that the honey pack is like the thing.
Okay.
You get this little pack and it's like honey. It's like a little, it's like a...
It's like liquid, kind of. It's not like...
It's liquid. It's
okay.
it's like if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you get the duck sauce.
Yeah, not
It's
like the
like
little honey protein like bar things where it's like the little wafer thing kind of thing.
It's like a duck sauce. But you get like this little thing. It says honey pack.
It's some sauce? That sounds a little
And
gay.
you hit this honey pack and I guess it puts you on. But I never needed it. Dude, I've been on. Like, dude,
I feel you.
I'm a horny motherfucker all the time.
All right.
But I've been like kind of curious. Like, what does this do? Does this help me retain my cum? Does this help me does this make the finale way better?
Did it?
I never tried it.
'Cause I think
the dude never actually gave me the pill yet. I'm gonna try to get it. But like, I'm very curious about these dick pills and dick drugs, dude.
Dick drugs, dude.
I want to try dick drugs.
I don't know if I was curious about it till now, I guess. Like,
dude, I've
never
never,
talking about
dude,
it.
I've done every drug, not dick drugs though.
That's true. Have you ever snorted dick drugs?
Never. I feel like X pills was.
How
my,
do you know?
my dick
Like,
drug.
I feel like I've snorted dick drugs a million times. It's called cocaine.
No, that's the opposite.
I don't know. I feel like I have the opposite effect. Dude, when I'm like
You
on
must.
cocaine, I'm a monster, dude.
Not
Like,
me.
I'll never stop.
Dude, I end up with a peanut. Like, I have a little peanut when I do coke.
Really though?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
And then
Maybe
like,
you do need dick drugs,
and
bro.
then like X pills, when I was doing ecstasy, I would not be able to reach the top of the mountain. So then I would do the X pills or Molly or whatever, and I would just be hard for like 15 hours. 15 hours straight.
That sounds uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable.
You had to do like the tuck and roll.
Because like the finale is what everyone wants. The girl wants the finale.
Well,
the
yeah.
dude wants the finale.
But the longer you hold off from the finale, the bigger the finale will.
Dude, you're shooting
inevitably
ropes.
Be. Yes.
Ropes.
Yep. Even just if you prolong that shit, if you can up your game by 2 minutes, like you're fucking ripping shit all over something.
Yeah, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
But it just makes me wonder about this guy. Is he prepping? Is he doing a little bit of prepper? Is he a prepper?
What do you mean?
Is he a prepper?
Yeah, he's prepping to
Is
get
he
off.
about to leave this? He's about to make a report on somebody robbing him on 6th Street.
Okay.
And then he's like, I got some pussy waiting on me. I got to prep.
He might be a fluffer.
A fluffer. He's fluffing.
Right.
Prepper, fluffer.
I was just really confused. I was kind of lost track of time. I woke up when y'all got here.
This dude's high out of his mind.
That's what I'm saying.
This dude's out of his mind. He said, I was kind of confused and don't know where I'm at. That's all bad.
Which, like anybody could do anything at that point and then be like, I was jerking off in the police station last night. I've had those nights. Have you woke up like, what did I do last night?
What's the... No, I never blacked out.
Never. I know I just went like left too, or all the way right. It's going all the way right.
It's because we're going way over time. I got one more video. Have you ever met somebody that what's the most charges you ever met somebody with?
What do you mean?
Have you ever met somebody with a lot of charges?
Yeah.
What's the most you ever met them with?
At one time?
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Check this out.
Woman just arrested in Columbus on more than 600 outstanding warrants.
649
Over how long?
warrants against one woman. Ioka Keith, also known as
302
Carol Ann
felonies.
Sumner.
Let me start this over.
Woman just
Like
arrested in
more than half of
Columbus
those are felonies.
on more than 600 outstanding warrants.
649 warrants against one woman. Ioka Keith, also known as Carol Ann Sumner, was arrested in Columbus just last week. She's facing 22 pages worth of criminal counts. The warrants are from Pennsylvania. She's accused of stealing thousands of dollars from a relative, among dozens of other criminal charges.
They give her a
Charges
felony
against
for each
Keith
dollar?
come from the Spring Township Police Department in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. 322 felonies and 327 misdemeanors.
Look, I've handled plenty of cases in the last 28 plus years, and I've handled lots of theft cases. I can't say I've ever had one with 300 plus counts.
Identity theft, financial exploitation, and criminal use of a communication facility are just a few of the charges. Spring Township Police say Keith is an over-the-road truck driver with ties across the country. Officers with the Columbus Division of Police arrested her last Thursday.
Dude, 600 warrants.
Yes.
And with that being said, this has been a great episode.
Oh, we're not even going to talk about that? That's cool.
Nope, we're not going to talk about that. We've done talking so much.
I got to go to work anyway.
Yeah, I know. We're like half hour over the regular schedule. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next week. This is No Outlet Live. Make sure that you call us at 216-647-0064 or email the show at NoOutletLive@yahoo.com. You can find us anywhere that you find podcasts. Peace.
We'll see you next time. This has been No Outlet Live.